Shit. Hello and welcome to Tabletop Saturdays, where we are doing some more Curse of Strahd, continuing from where we left off.
And where did we leave off? Legless. It's a new nickname for Cinder. It's not legless, it's just legless.
Racially insensitive, James.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, he
What the-
changed
what the
race when he
fuck,
lost his
bro?
legs?
What the fuck, bro?
Oh no, it was a race change too.
I'm not one of those elf munchers.
He's now a hobbit because he's hobbling along.
Screw
It's
you
a
guys.
hobbit.
Oh,
It's a hobbit.
If I had legs, I would kick you.
JJ just gets the legs out the bucket and knocks it on the head with it.
Well, the half
Don't-
of the legs when he tried to politely pass them through.
So, yeah, last time you guys had managed to make your way through the murder house, which is why there is now a different title for the actual main screen, with
Hmm.
the full campaign of Curse of Strahd.
Ooh.
I've got my big book of stuff where we can follow along and follow the adventures of Curse of Strahd, as well as a variety of the
Explained.
homebrew rule sets.
Ooh.
So, because you guys all did so well last time and managed to get out scot-free, I say scot-free,
I was gonna say legs
Well.
free.
at least you
Unscathed.
managed. You managed to defeat the creature, unlike the other group. So you get to get inspiration.
Hell yeah. Let me just take an
But-
I'm so
inspiration.
inspired to find new legs.
But the inspiration I'm going to be using is slightly different to the normal. You can still use it for the normal effects of
Yeah.
inspiration.
We usually use it
Um,
as a get out of jail free card.
Well, you can use it for advantage and disadvantage on certain rolls. You can also use it as a no you card. But with this dramatic inspiration, you can use it for a variety of other things that don't necessarily are allowed when you normally use inspiration. So,
Mm.
can everybody roll a 1d20 for me?
Oop. What are the chances?
It appears I've rolled a 7.
Ooh.
Right. So, can you all write down what I'm just about to say? So,
Where's Ali's roll?
what do you mean?
You said everyone.
Yeah, everyone in the session.
Dun dun dun.
Great giant. What?
So can everybody write down their outcomes? So, Frank, you got silver.
Silver.
Yeah. JJ, you got copper.
Okay.
James, you also got copper. And Izzy, you got platinum.
I don't know what this means, but I'll write inspiration copper in my notes.
So this is just the rarity that we've got, and I'll go through what you got now. So with Frank, you need to roll a 1d100.
Okay.
On the crit, your legs come back.
As you say. Very nice.
Then another
I have.
one.
You have 48 legs.
So
Spare
you have to
legs.
roll 1d100 3 times. So
Okay.
48, 87, 81. Okay. I will send you yours if everybody else can do the same.
Okay, would it be wise everyone like taking in turns so that all that threes are together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go up next.
I think
Yes.
you just
Then-
feel asked 'cause I'm super intrigued what platinum is.
Yep.
Okay.
Nice.
But yeah, don't worry. These aren't like mutations or anything. These are literally just different
Mutations?
scenarios. Mutations. Fairly Odd Parents.
I was born with a mutation.
An 87 and an 81.
Ooh, is intrigued.
He's intrigued.
Considering the effect you've sent me, that's quite ironic considering the situation.
Yeah.
They're the best type of effects.
You'll probably like your last one then.
Oh gosh.
Then you guys. Oh wait. Oh shit. Okay. Don't worry about those actually, because you got silver,
Wow.
didn't you?
Yeah.
So let me just get rid of these for you. Your ones are better. So it was 48, 87, 81. So yeah, each rarity improves what the inspiration does essentially. So platinum being the very best. Like no,
Like
Oh
no
my
one
god.
ever
That's
was.
perfect.
You Riker best.
He's not here.
Alright, Governor.
Riker Dream's
No,
always
Riker.
here.
Is he?
What? Where is he? He's just staring at the stars again.
Oh.
Looks at his pommel.
He's always
Ouch.
here in spirit.
Out of curiosity, the first one you sent me,
Mhm.
how much control do I have over that in a sense?
You can't make a king.
Okay. Oh god, I know what I'm gonna do. Does it use up the entire inspiration if I do one of these?
Yeah, so you only get to choose from one of these things.
Oh, I remember you did something similar way back.
Yeah, so I'm bringing it back, boys. I'm bringing it back.
Bring sexy back.
Bringing sexy
Oh
back.
god, I don't know what I
Yeah.
want.
The thing
Already
is,
nice.
Max never got rid of his sexy. He's always been sexy. So
He's-
Oh, I thought
no,
you were going to say I've
But he
always
put
been
a
back.
portion away because he couldn't contain it all.
I put a portion of away into Dale.
Is this the true story of Voldemort?
That is the portion.
He got the sexy part, I got the rest.
right, let's have a look what I got then.
Shall I do mine?
Oh, have you not rolled yours yet?
Not yet.
Can you please roll them?
Oh, so this is just one thing.
No, I'm getting the other ones.
Oh,
You just need to go through
sorry.
them.
Sorry.
It's okay. 50.
I was reading that as 3 lines. I was thinking, wait, what? I don't get it. But that was one, and then there should be another.
This will be your last one. Then JJ's is similar because it's in the same listing. Both being Copper Boys.
Copper boy.
Oh, he got the legendary number of 69.
Oh gosh, the
Nice.
bottom one's pretty strong.
You changed gender.
Oh no! Why would you do this?
The bottom one you gave me is pretty strong, and that's just copper.
Has Annie rolled hers?
Ali
Nice,
didn't beat her
nice.
boss.
I'm so confused.
Ali didn't beat her boss. This is our reward for beating that boss.
She's also not in the session.
Is she not?
No,
She was originally.
Yeah, she was.
yeah, but I had to change it.
Aww.
It's only 4 people. No, it's no 5s.
Aww.
Technically, we're 2 blood hunters. We're part of one order.
Well, that's exactly why I had to leave her
But
out, because
I
you
wanted
can't
the
end
blood
up having
hunter with fully formed legs.
to...
Hey, that's
got a-
Legist.
I've got diet blood hunter.
I'm just rolling 1d10 for wounded pride. Okay, that's 4. Not very bad.
What if it was wounded prod?
Wounded pride. as I use what's left of the shrapnel of my leg to poke James with.
Hey, stop it. Stop
The,
it.
the
It's just
sticky
like,
end pokes my cloak, and it leaves like a sticky end mark on my cloak. And I look at it and go, "Oh,
gross.
I may
oh."
not
You
have
wipe it off
legs.
with the rest of his leg.
I may not have legs right now, but I got enough to kill you, bitch. I'm poking him.
No,
Yeah.
stop
Hey,
it.
bitch. Hey, bitch. Get out the way, bitch.
I would prefer if you stopped that somehow poking me from the front when I'm in the back. I'd prefer if you stopped.
Oh no, he's become posh.
God, fucking upper class.
Pretty sure I was using a poshish voice for Mike
No,
before.
you were using. Oh yeah, we were making fun of the fact that you look brutish, but you're
Yeah.
actually quite well mannered.
Yeah.
As opposed to what's his face? Tom's character who looks prim and proper but talks like this, governor. But he forgot his own voice. He was like, "Oh, I'm going to talk like this," until suddenly one session he came in talking like this. Guys, I'm scared.
You should be.
Oh my god, I
You
love
should
that last one. How long does the inspiration last for?
The entire session.
Oh, I want it to last forever.
What did it last for? Actually, it will last until used, I guess, because there's no guarantee that you'll get it at the start of next session. So, I was forgetting that that's how Brad's doing it. Is that at the start of every session it refreshes? But
Of course, if not used, then it would just stay there.
yeah.
Frank, don't you be asking me questions.
Wow, called out.
Oh, I was to say, I was like,
Wow.
I thought I could trust him.
Oh, Ali's in the chat now. Ali's still here in spirit. Miss you, Ali. I wanted a tabaxi friend.
Who knows? Maybe along the way we'll see a tabaxi person and we'll indoctrinate them into our group.
Also, Max,
Yes.
the thing, it wouldn't be a very long thing. It would just be a very quick sort of like, I think it's quite fun thing.
Okay.
There's always room for another tabaxi in Team Grim.
And then suddenly has to boot out another character. Oh no.
Of course,
Well,
there's room.
he
Kicks
hasn't
out
got
James.
legs.
If they can't wear a boot, they get the boot. Right.
Team Grim is quite unique characters. We should only make sure we are unique
think I know
looks
where this is
towards
going.
If you
I'll
don't
see
wear
myself
shoes,
out.
you don't refuse.
It's refusing
Oh.
where something's lit. Someone kind of like puts water on it and then another guy comes along and lights it again. Is that refusing?
Don't go, Mr. Guardman. I need to use your body when you die.
Right. So now that that's out of the way, we have everybody ready, I think.
I think I need to get a crossbow, but not like a regular one. One that like shoots crystals, and then I have to find myself like a stormtrooper outfit or maybe a clone trooper outfit.
What
one of them
about
two.
a heavy crossbow that shoots light crossbows?
Whoa! And then
Come
in
on, there,
midair,
has
it,
trigger, so
and as it fires, the light crossbow fires in midair, and the
Yeah.
rebound of it fires back into my hands, and I catch it.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Beautiful.
You've got a boomerang crossbow. Alright. So, to start us off, you guys had recently just left the murder house, as it were. You'd been taken there by the mist and kind of left by the mist as you rode off into the distance after completing the ritual, essentially. And you're still riding in the cart, as it's been possibly about 2 hours since you started riding away.
I kind of lean my head on the side of the inside of the cart and try and get to sleep. Probably
Like
1 hour in instead of the 2 hour mark, but yeah. I
In
started
my
to try and sleep.
passive aggressive bad mood, I go over every pebble I can.
I honestly don't understand how Cinder's not just passed out from
Healed, I guess.
the
I'm a blood
experience.
hunter. I'm used to blood.
Yeah,
I
and
hunt
also he
for
was
blood.
healed.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they healed the stumps, didn't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It,
Yeah.
it can't
And they
exactly
got
reattach.
flashed over.
So you're not
The-
going to
the
bleed
gross
out,
stump.
but you have lost your legs. Well, most of them. We've got some nubby thigh bits.
We'll
Yep.
put
I
shoes
nub
on
my
that.
way into combat.
Yeah, let's
Nub,
put
nub,
shoes
nub,
on
nub.
there. There we go. Look at him walk around. He's so cute.
I'm a good level to stab your knee now, James.
I don't know what you said.
Fuck's sake. But one of the things, yeah, one of the things of the road that you're traveling on is it's quite bumpy. So
I
you
look
kind
for
of
every
like,
bump and try to make it happen.
it's like tilting it backwards and forwards with the slow.
Every jolt, I kind of jolt up and just assume the road's a bit rough and try and get back to sleep.
Yeah, where is everybody in the cart at the moment?
My back to where the driver's back would be, so the wood between us.
Yeah,
My back's up to that.
cool.
I'm sat next to Mike.
Cool. JJ, where are you sitting?
I believe I was up front with Cinder to make sure in case he fell
Yeah,
off.
he stays on.
Because I just rolled off and disappeared into the distance.
Yeah, so you're probably the thing keeping him stable at the moment on this bumpy road.
Got like an arm around him, holding him. I'm your seatbelt.
Mom arm.
You're my only friend, Tin Man.
But
You-
so as
you
you
will fix
travel
it.
down the road, you see black pools of water that
We're going to Blackpool.
stand like mirrors and around sort of the muddy road. So like you're driving past in these sort of murky waters beside you, as well as giant trees that loom
fine.
on both sides of the road. The branches kind of clawing at the mist that's kind of like still lingering around.
Does it kind of form one of them like natural tree tunnels? Like, are they right over the road?
No, they're kind of like sparsely on the sides. Like
Okay.
the road is rather central, but the actual trees are kind of like distanced away from the road.
All right. I'm picturing it.
And yeah, you've been traveling for like the 2 hours, and as sort of Mike falls asleep, kind of. You spend like another few hours, which I guess you can all take as like a long rest, essentially, for the next few hours as you make your way across the countryside.
Oh, that means I get all my spell slots back.
Yeah, I get my health back.
Because even though it's like only a 5 hour sort of journey, you guys have been kind of like not doing much for like, when you went into the house, got out, and you even took like a slight breather. And yeah, like it's after all this travel and you progress forward through the land that you begin to pull up at this.
Oh my. I hope that
Oh.
image is about to come into. Ah, there we go.
Yeah, just has to render in.
Oh, like
But
a
yeah,
looks
so
like some sort of abandoned castle wall, or at least they didn't like their statues and chop their heads off.
Can I budge JJ in the arm?
sure.
And just say, hey, Tin Man, your cousins up there look a little bit lightheaded.
Oh, that is a good one.
This is all for science. This is like, okay.
Well,
I guess
actually,
back to
they just went to the barbers and said they wanted a little off the top. Yeah.
How do you know, Mike? What
Damn
are you
it.
doing back in the carriage?
You just like pulled the little. Actually, no, there was still a hole from when you guys tried to poke your faces through, wasn't it?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, that's where
yeah.
JJ went through the roof.
Oh God,
Yeah.
no!
So we can just
But,
shout up and communicate to them.
Yeah, it's a bit easier to communicate with people actually there, I guess. with
Yeah,
holes in
I
the thing.
stand in the middle of the cart and I kind of stretch up and try to look through the hole because I'm a bit shorter than Chance. But
Oh, I'll give you a boost.
oh, thank you. As I try and look up to see what
Well,
I see.
I don't have any strength. Can I give him a boost?
how much shorter are you? Because he was like 6 foot, and the actual cart is about 4 foot tall.
Let me
like-
see if I actually wrote it down. Oh, I'm 5'9".
Okay, so you definitely see through the hole just by standing.
Nice. I sort of look at the dandy. You are playing the dandy, aren't you?
I am playing the dandy, yeah.
Excellent. Look at the dandy and go, no lift needed.
Oh.
Look through the hole.
Well, if you're sure. Can I just give him one anyway?
You just kind of like start pushing him through the like small head holes, right?
My shoulders get wedged in it.
Feet
Perfect.
dangling.
You're welcome, friend.
No contest
So-
required. It's fine. I'm now stuck in the hole.
Your legs kind of like penny swinging. Like,
And then I see these big statues, right?
yeah, so like what you see is like the fog kind of spilling out in the forest, kind of surrounds the road again, and just ahead is jutting from the sort of like the woods is this giant sort of stone buttress looming over everything. It's huge with like iron gates that hang on the stonework. Yeah, and you kind of see like these giant headless statues that have like the swords in place. Pretty much what you're seeing right now. And yeah, they're kind of like wrapped up in weeds and vines and things as you all sort of approach. And there's like a weird eerie silence around the area. I think the only things that you could probably hear are like caws of like crows.
I wonder how long it would take to climb up there.
5 gold if you can get to the top in 2 minutes.
Make it 10.
That would. What,
If you
gold or
can
minutes?
survive the return trip.
No, 10 gold.
I give up.
Okay, I will give you 10 gold.
Right.
But only if you do it.
Is this what we're doing now? Because I very much appreciate it.
Yeah, the dandy gets out the cart and goes to like the base of the statue.
You get out of the
Just
cart and we're still
eyes
moving
up.
at a lot slightly faster pace towards it.
I elbow JJ again and be like, 10 men, I'm gonna need 10 gold.
I must admit, it would be fun to see how this happens.
Oh shit.
Oh
Earthquake.
no, the whole world cheers.
So you just hand over 10 gold to Cinder.
Cheers as it will.
JJ,
And I catch
you're way
myself.
too, like, generous with your money.
But I don't need it.
Working.
Pebbles Light will
I don't
sustain
need
me.
it. I don't need it. I don't need it.
I
actually now owes me.
need it.
Why
Is
not
the
letting me-
distance in feet accurate for this map, or would it be a little bit more than what we're seeing?
Is each square 5 feet?
Roughly, basically, yeah.
Yeah, then it should be fine.
Okay.
I'm trying to drag and drop you guys onto the thing, but it's not working.
Maybe I can drag myself. No.
Did you save a token to the actual thing?
Yeah. I've still got
Yeah,
all you guys on it.
Oh, no, that didn't work. Izzy is here. Why am I there?
Because we're moving
Because
away.
you got out the car.
Oops.
What's all the orange?
It's nothing.
Ah,
Simulation.
wait, I can
Destroyed.
control Chance. Chance is mine now. Chance is mine now. Chance is mine now.
No.
Chance.
My body.
As a
Where am I going?
gigantic chance just descends on us. Like, dude, your cousins are pissed, bro.
I wonder why it says that you can control him. Is it? Oh, it's because of the hole
Yeah.
being able to view it.
But how far away is it? Can I get there in one movement? Where's my
Have
ruler?
a look, shall we?
You can get.
I
James,
feel-
wait, I actually.
as I wander up to you, like, I have legs now, bitch.
Bish.
Where did you get them from?
You'll find out in the next adventure.
He can get
Totally
120
undirected.
feet if he wants to in a turn, I think.
Huh?
Sprinting like a mother hudder.
Yeah, because you're the tabaxi thing
Yeah.
again.
Oh, I thought you were talking
Finally
about.
get it.
I thought you were talking about Frank. I was like, how?
I don't
No,
think he
I
could.
can. I don't think
it-
you can get
It's called
5 feet.
it's called Sprint of the Stumps.
Have you updated your speed to like 10 feet or something like that, you know?
It's 5 crawl speed.
Nice.
5 feet crawl speed.
I love it.
Hello, little
Mike's
man.
so tiny.
Hello, I'm Little Mike. They call me
I'm
Mini
not-
Mike.
I thought we were closer in the cart to the tap.
Well, I think that's fully
Excuses.
fine for a retcon. You would jump out when we're a bit closer. That seems fine to me, right?
To be fair, yeah. You
Yeah,
can
you
jump
can
out
move.
when we're
You
like
can
on
move
the side of the
closer.
room.
I'll give control over the cart to Frank.
That seems logical. He is the one controlling the horse or tet horse.
Probably when I got to about here, I jumped out.
Dun 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 dun
Just-
dun dun horse. Oh, I've still got a bucket of water apparently in my inventory.
Oh no.
Brilliant.
Oh,
I
fuck
actually
that.
don't know. I definitely threw it at the boss. So I think I've got an empty bucket now.
Why is this still not working? I should be able to just drag and drop you guys onto the thing. Oh, the tokens aren't.
Oh no, I've
available anymore for
destroyed
whatever
the
reason.
bullseye lantern, didn't I? Oh no, I smashed it.
Alright, there we go. Let me just go through the effort of doing something I already did. Thanks, Roll20, you useless knob.
You're welcome.
I've got manacles. I could
They're magical.
No, manacles.
Same thing, isn't it?
Magical manacles.
They're like the weird thing with like a lion head and. No?
Yes. What, a manticore?
Yeah.
Nice. I can
There
speak,
you go.
Max.
So we can now drag and drop our characters back on. Thank
Woohoo!
goodness.
I feel like there
Right.
should be 2 mics.
Why?
There you go.
One for you and one for not you. Oh god.
Maybe a third
Oh,
mic
goodness,
just
why
to
can't-
help the mics out.
Oh, James.
It's alright, it's
Well, I
alright,
feel
it's
like
alright.
as they're walking,
I got
just
rid of
like,
them.
Oh my fucking god! I can't select the cart with you guys jumping on it.
Hang on. Everyone go in the tree.
There you go.
Staring up, looking at a tree. I can't climb.
Yes, you
I
can.
will climb.
You can
I
climb if you
hobble
try.
towards it and look up at you.
Okay. So finally,
It's like a swinging gibbon. Frank,
I look
at the
around for
moment.
the dandy, and the dandy's on a much higher branch. Like, yeah, I love climbing trees.
there you go, Frank. You can control the cart now.
I leave everyone behind.
Run for a cart. Get back.
Why are we off the path? Frank?
Because I'm leaving you all behind.
Oh god, it just... look, this cart's magical. Look at the way it moves.
Is there a way to attach myself to the cart, like to attach it to me?
Yeah, if you highlight both you and the cart, you can move them both at the same time.
Okay, yeah.
I think there's also like a group function that you can do if you right click or something.
Ooh, could you take control away from me from the dandy? I accidentally just moved the dandy about.
I thought I did that.
How do you have control of like everyone? Jeff?
Because in the dungeon it was
The camera
handy for the
man,
stream to see everybody's perspectives.
The deck is. The
I
deck.
would like some perspective. I am in.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh!
Omnidirectional.
What's this Willy Wonka's elevator?
Willy
Okay,
Wonka.
time to go left.
Willy Wonka.
Okay, yeah, as it got to about there, that's when I would have got out
Yeah, no, we live.
and stepped up to it. And how tall is it? How high up?
So it is probably a
I'll
good
leave the cup
100
now.
feet up, if not more.
You just hear the shout of 10 gold behind you.
It has something about my climbing in here somewhere.
I'm sure you
You
can
can
do
Is
it.
it
climb.
that you've got like an innate climb speed?
Yes.
Technically, anybody can climb things, but people who have climb speeds can move faster than people who don't have it.
Yeah. I have a climb speed of 20 foot.
Yeah.
Unless you have spider climb, then it's like walking.
So how's this gonna work? Because the dandy's gonna try and climb it. He wants that 10 gold.
Okay, so 20 feet over the course of what? 5 seconds?
What was the? How long did we say for him to try and
2
go?
minutes.
Okay.
I think you got this in the
Is,
bag if you succeed in your checks.
Because that's really weird. Because, like, obviously in combat, you can move your maximum speed in a second.
Yeah.
Not 6 seconds, because technically your turn is less than the.
You're
the
blinking and you've moved like 60 foot, 20 foot.
Yeah.
Especially double dash.
So I think it's calculated as everything's kind of working in that 6 seconds, which confuses me so much. So yeah, you could technically move 20 feet in 6 seconds if we go by the turn order.
So then I could make it up to the top in 2 minutes. Easy. Easy peasy.
You probably have to do a climb check, right?
Can I? Yeah,
No, because she's
You'd
got a
be
climb speed.
You'd be able to do 200 foot in a second, in a minute.
Oh, I thought
I
if you...
decided to stamp her up there. It's fine. And I wave at the top. You owe me 10 gold. No, it's getting down. That's a problem.
Actually, let's kind of have a concept of what the scale is, because unfortunately they don't have like a size reference for the actual thing.
Ah!
So, so when you look at that, what would you kind of say that height is?
Well, considering over here, there seems to be like a little well.
Oh shit, yeah. I think that's actually a house.
So, assuming that's what, a 2-story house?
I think this gate
it'd
is
probably
way
be a
bigger than
1-story
that
now.
picture is than the other map is showing, which is awesome.
Yeah. So no, I think probably the gate is probably about maybe 100 foot. Would you say?
Yeah, like this is a massive wall.
Yeah, because the whole point of
That's-
it is that it's supposed to be a ridiculous like feat. It's like just a crazy size.
80.
So how much is
Okay.
the whole thing though?
I don't know.
Climb
probably
400 foot in 2 minutes. If we're going by that calculation.
Assuming, if you're wait, hold it. I messed up a bit of calculation. How big's the?
So the I said.
Four.
Oh no, here we go. Master JJ.
Times by the average height of storied house.
Master
308
JJ,
foot.
clones are killing everyone. What are we
would
going
be?
to do?
What?
308 foot in total, including where the head would be. So it'll be about 290.
Okay. That sounds about fair. So
And considering 200 foot he could do in a minute. So in 2 minutes you could easily go past.
I thought that looked really impressive though.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, you've kind of started doing this whole like acrobatics along the different sort of cracks and crevices using your cat-like nimbleness to make your way up.
One of
Getting
the
to-
statues starts to crumble. Give me a dex save. Ah.
I take
So,
10 gold from the corpse.
Oh god.
You earned this. But the best bit is, Chance had to carry you over to the dandy. You could do that.
Where are we going?
I'm not even sure if I have. Oh no, I do have 10 gold on me.
You had 10 gold on you.
So yeah, you're
Oh
you're
shit,
up at the top.
I had 60 on me. Whoops.
Do you want to say that you're up at the top of one of the statues? Because that was about 200 and something feet up.
Yeah.
Cool. So you're just kind of standing on the stump of one of the necks. Very clearly, like, up there in no time at all.
Yeah. So I shout down that they owe me 10 gold. And just kind of like sit down, look around. Is there anything interesting to see?
Can I quickly shout back that I said 200 on the return, or 10 gold as long as you returned in 2 minutes?
Jump,
I mean, you can.
jump, jump, jump.
Cats always land on that.
Face.
I'm not risking.
It's okay. It's only 1d6 per 10
Is there-
feet falling.
Is there a small pile of leaves, Assassin's Creed style, that I could just fall into?
There's a small pile of previous
Them just
tobacco.
equal.
Turns out all
thought
they
they
have to
would've
do,
learned.
all they have to do to ban tabaxis from the kingdom is just build a wall. They're all so tempted to climb it and jump off. It's such a good deterrent.
I'm going to ignore that comment.
I think you did. You're so high up, you probably didn't hear it.
And if I'm, hang on, wait.
Just go to the top. You might as well now. You're almost there.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If I'm going to continue up. I'm going to keep going up instead, and try and get onto the top of this bit here.
Yeah, so you managed to get up there in the next like minute or so after scaling.
Gonna really freak out a guard if there's any up there.
Is there anything up here?
No, it kind of seems like it's all abandoned, as if it had been abandoned like quite a long time ago.
From my position stuck in the car, I kind of say to Cinder, I don't think the dandy quite understood your challenge. He seemed to have gone to the very top.
This is what happened when you have a cat that isn't castrated.
Also,
what?
I'm stuck.
You're stuck? Good.
Mhm.
This is what it feels like now. Empathy.
I try and wiggle myself free.
Make a just an athletics, I guess, just to like free yourself from the grapple.
Oh god, I've been grappled by the cart. This reminds me of the Mimic days. There you go.
Okay, yeah, you managed to wiggle free, just like the splinters of the things kind of crack against your coat.
Oh,
Ah, there we go. The hole's a bit bigger now.
I immediately kick on the horse to step back a few feet to force him forwards to where the gap is.
I don't know if that's how that works.
Yeah, what?
What are you doing?
So I'm trying to get it's like when you're pulling the reins to get it to like walk backwards, see if that's enough oomph to get him to fly into the hole again.
Oh, but it's above me.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Third time.
I was very confused. I was like, is he?
And the horse would have to
Suddenly-
jump suddenly, I guess.
Suddenly, I grav gun the horse. Okay, so where'd the cat go? You know, like, because I need more than 2 minions.
I get out the cart and go to the front. Well, and I point up to the top. Up there.
Does she know the gate is open?
Is the gate open? I look at the gate.
It was on
The gate is open. Yeah.
I don't know if she does. Well, you did challenge her
I
to
don't
walk up
think
there.
she saw the last screen.
I look at Cinder for a
Think she's-
moment. Right. And then I'll hop back in the back.
That's what we call a vista that can be contained in a picture or a frame. It's great.
Onwards, cart. I take the piss.
Just despite him, I start moving the cart backwards.
How are you doing this?
How?
How are you doing this? Horse! Forward,
No,
horse!
that's the cart before the horse, isn't it?
Horse! This cart's got negative horsepower.
It's got that whole vehicle is reversing. Vehicle is reversing.
That's just chance, just letting people know just in case there's someone behind.
I take it that the climb speed is the same for going down because it's still like climbing down.
Yeah.
I
Can
mean,
I
you can increase
In
the
this
speed
time,
going
I'm
down.
just going to go down the other end. Down
Do
the
you know
other
that jump speed is a lot quicker?
Oh, did you find out what you saw up there?
side. Nothing.
Ah,
Yeah. So, for a better description of like the abandonment of it, even though the image doesn't really show it very well, it's almost as like this wall was torn from like one position and just placed here.
That's weird.
oh,
That's
it's out
cool.
of place. Hmm.
Hmm.
So we need to go find a kingdom and say, "Are you missing your gate? Because we know where it is."
You see, the
That's
thing is,
you-
like you said, it's been put there to keep the tabaxis at bay.
Well, it didn't work, as I see the dandy shuffle his way down.
He does kind of jump
This is
down
it.
like the last 10 feet just to.
Where we realise we're actually on one of those tables you get at like business development areas, and someone
1d6.
just stapled into the table.
One of the things that you notice as you pass through is as you finish kind of entering the other side, the big gates close.
Oh shit!
Hey guys, we're fucked, right? You know, you're gonna die. Yeah, okay.
And
Just
when
okay.
when you look back, instead of seeing the sky from beyond the wall, it's actually all kind of glazed over with a fog.
If I see another goddamn child,
Well, at least this time we have more room.
yes, I
I
suppose.
kind of reach a hand out to the dandy to help him back on. Here you go.
Oh, thank you. I take it and get back inside.
Did you see anything interesting from the top?
Mhm. No, nothing interesting enough to steal, no.
I hand over a pouch to the dandy, and I am a man of chance's word.
I count out the money, very obviously. I don't trust him to give me the right amount. Is it the right amount?
It is the correct amount.
Okay.
Rolls
Because
a
it's not my
covert
money, so
deception to Max.
it's not my money, so I'm happy to give it away.
As you're counting the dandy, I pop another one into the bag.
Yeah, 11.
Yes,
No, that's
because
too
I am
much. Take it.
generous. It was all me.
I just whisper to Mike. I don't think he can count very well.
Oh, how many was in there?
Can I do perception?
11.
Ah,
That just makes it sound like you're gonna give him the money back. So like 1 gold. Here you go.
here's your change.
I'm not giving it back. I'm taking it. I'll add it to my inventory.
I just want to see how subtle. No, I wasn't very subtle with that placing in. It would
Yeah,
seem.
it just kind of like clatters on the top of it. So
Yeah. So you
Such a
definitely
kiss.
noticed me putting that extra coin in.
That's fine.
Such
I-
a kiss ass below.
I
But
just
yeah,
want
as you
it's fine.
as you guys begin to continue onwards, oh my goodness, you kind of see the towering trees continue past the wall, and their tops are kind of obscured and lost behind heavy grey mist, blocking out all but a death grey light. The tree trunks are unnaturally close to one another, and the woods have silence of a forgotten grave, yet exude the feeling of an unvoiced scream. It's probably the dandy that noticed this is first. Can you make or actually, who has the highest passive wisdom? Oh,
Mine's
sorry,
13.
perception.
Mine's 10.
Same as Dandy.
How do you work it out again? Is it just your wisdom modifier?
It's your base wisdom essentially.
12.
Yeah, so Who had the highest?
Both
Izzy
me
and
and Charles.
JJ.
Okay. So something that you notice is like you catch the scent of like death in the air, kind of like the smell of rotten corpses.
Oh no. Wait, who smelled this?
Both Izzy and yeah, Chance. The
Yeah.
Dandy and Chance. They both, which is weird because I'm not sure how a robot smells, but
Do you exclaim the smell that you smell?
no, I've just told you it.
No, I mean, do they say to the rest of the party?
Yeah, the dandy would be like, I'm
I
not
look,
sure
I
if
do.
we can go
I-
any further.
I
I
look
don't
to
know
the
if
bucket.
Cinder does a really obnoxious inhale and goes, smells like home.
And I look to the bucket when they say smell of death.
At least a few of them I've been to anyway.
Is there anything that you want to do when you smell it? Do you like want to pursue the smell, or because it's just more of like a passing scent than it is like a something that lingers within the air, like all around?
I'm sensing loot, guys, or are we just like how we do this?
I mean, I wouldn't want to get my clothes dirty.
Oh no, you definitely didn't do that climbing a big statue.
No,
Oh,
I mean,
okay, fair enough.
we could always check it out and play
Yeah,
safe to
send a
begin
tin
with.
man. Great idea.
I'm sorry, what?
What? The dandy said we should send the tin man.
I mean, I'm
Uh,
not against the idea.
I also think this would be a good idea.
Because if it's something that rots the living, it can't rot a machine man.
Exactly. Unless it's like damp. And then
And if
you're
it rots the
probably...
machine man, we book it.
Unless, of
Well, it
course, it's
would
like
be
water,
worth
then
now.
rusts you. And that wouldn't be ideal.
My one
What?
weakness,
Oh, no.
water.
What if it rusts your legs away?
I presume you would hope not, considering I've been the one making sure you can move.
I don't know. Maybe they rust them just enough for me to have.
We could just
What?
tie his body down
Just
to the...
shove them into your stumps, like.
We could just tie
Oh.
Cinder to the horses so he looks a bit like a centaur.
For a second, Cinder's eyes just gleam with intrigue.
Like, I could decapitate the horse and then
No,
shove my
no.
legs into the stump.
Cut
That's-
off the head,
that's-
shove me in.
That's not what we want to do.
Cut off the head and shove me in.
Oh god, it's like
How to
putting
make a
on
tiefling
onesie.
centaur. Step 1.
Chop off the head for some reason. Step 2.
Chop off the tiefling legs.
Well, you can't have a head on a centaur, can you? It would be weird.
Oh,
God damn it, James.
well.
I
Put
want
your
to.
brain in it.
I want it to have its own head there, and then just stick Cinder on the back, so it's like
My
riding a
brain,
horse instead.
Yeah,
my
that's
brain
not
goes to
sense.
weird
I
places
know it's
where
not,
like
but I don't want to kill the horse.
my brain went to
Yeah,
weird
you would
places.
say
Like if
you're
you
the
mash it
normal
up,
person.
do you get centaur sauce?
Centaur tassels.
Minotaur sauce.
Oh no.
No, you're right. We would
Okay.
have to chop the head off. Right, let's do this.
Okay.
Wait, which
So-
one? The head or the robot?
Uh, Chance, could you go check out where that smell's coming from? And if it turns out it's just coming from
Sure.
everywhere, cool.
Head back to the carts.
Mhm.
Right. So yeah, again, trying to track down that smell.
Yeah, so if I drag you guys onto here,
Da-la-la.
the scent kind of leads you down this sort of direction.
I assume the
kind of
road
like
was all
a-
like going that way, but off screen.
Yeah, yeah. So it's not far away, but it's like because you can see them kind of through the trees. But it definitely smells like it gets stronger over in this direction.
Well, that could be enough information for you.
Let me have a closer look. Fire. Just panicking then.
What are you panicking for?
I saw an arrow being drawn below. I wasn't sure what it was.
Don't worry.
I'll just look over the bush.
Mm-hmm.
Try and see what I spot.
So, what you see is... There you go.
Oh.
Even though you rolled a 1, you still see the body.
You might be alive.
Yeah, you catch the foul...
I'm sorry, Max. I just still take these legs.
It's fine.
Oh.
And it leads you to this corpse, which is half buried. So, funny enough, where the legs are is buried. In the sort of like... Oh no, it says about 15 feet from the road, so it would probably be like, yeah, in the bush that you were just like kind of looking over.
I'll just literally look over the bush. It's in the bush.
Yeah.
15 feet.
And yeah, you can...
It's fine.
Like I said, it's not too far away.
It's fine. It's for our imagination anyway. We're fortunate that you had this.
He has like muddy clothes that are like torn and raked with claw marks. Crows have been at the body, which have like taken have clawed into the skin and taken sort of chunks of flesh out. And it seems fairly obvious that it's been dead for days, like a good several days. And what you do notice is that he's holding like a crumpled envelope in one hand.
I'm going to just go up to the body and try and take the envelope.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I assume I can.
So you open up the palm and it kind of has like the reflex of a slight rigor mortis, or like, you know, the death clench. And that's what I call having a shit. And you pry the thing apart to take the envelope.
I'll just put it in the like backpack. As I just pull 2 twigs from the bush and just try and do like a little cross, essentially, and just stick it in the ground by him.
Religious.
Not enough time to bury him. No, who would have guessed the cleric being religious? No one. It's such a ref.
He's following Christianity.
Yes.
Exe.
Oh my god, Hell.exe.
The bit where he doesn't quite follow it properly, he sticks the cross through the guy's chest.
Corrupted programming.
That would be interesting if you had to do a religious roll to see how respectful you did.
Why would you do it for me?
I don't know. It was just an idea.
So yeah, as you grab the envelope, you hear like one howl kind of coming from the distance.
Is it like an animal howl, or is it like a...
like that?
Yeah.
Guys, there was a body, and there's howling, and there was this envelope.
Maybe the howling animal left us a note. Maybe it's like a calling card.
So I just pull the envelope out the backpack and hold it forward towards the group.
I hold my nose because the note stinks of corpse.
I happily sniff at the air.
Fuck's sake. Cool. So, yeah, what do you guys do then when he holds out the envelope?
I look at
Other than
Dandy.
Can I take it and try and read it? Or can I try and take it and read it?
It's something to discuss amongst yourselves.
Cool. I don't mind if he grabs it.
Oh, I'm probably good.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds like you take it.
Allow him.
Fair enough. Finally, you listen to your leader.
Hope you get a paper cut.
Wow. You'd wish that upon our master.
Mhm. So, what's the letter itself say?
So, if I just quickly say, of course.
Excuse me.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Oh, lovely.
Right.
I've got work in 9.5 hours.
Hey.
Oh,
So, if I can read it. Why does it have version?
If you can read it. Ha ha ha.
Great. I'm gonna actually need to look it up because I can't fucking read the one that they've got in the manual.
What do you mean? You just need a magnifying glass.
It's not that it's too small. It's just it's written in actual like hand scribe.
Oh, in cursive.
Oh, they should have put like it like typed out one underneath it. So have your
I guess
arty
it's
farty
supposed-
one, but
I think it's to do with like if you were to have it in person or something.
Ooh,
Anyway, it
yeah,
says, "Hail thee of might and valor! I, the Burgermeister of Barovia, send you honor with despair. My adopted daughter, the fair Irene Koyana, has been these past nights bitten by a vampire. For over 400 years, this creature has drained the lifeblood of my people. Now my dear Irene languishes and dies from an unholy wound caused by this vile beast. He has become too powerful to conquer. So I say to you, give us up for dead and encircle this land with the symbols of good. Let holy men call upon their power that the devil may be contained within the walls of the weeping Barovia. Leave our sorrows to our graves and save the world from this evil fate of ours. There is much wealth entrapped in this community. Return for your reward after we are all departed for a better life. Koyaln Indrovich."
that is a very well-spoken wolf that wrote that letter and killed that guy.
I heard money.
I'm surprised Dandy didn't hear the idea of money.
the dandy was hearing vampires.
Also sounds fun. I have a couple of buddies who are vampires.
I mean, who wouldn't want to live forever?
I mean, I think it's sure it's overrated, but you know, just me.
I look at Chance. Chance, can you live forever?
I don't know.
Maybe we should find out.
Well, I suppose
no.
he'll find out, but we won't.
Just cuts
I'm
them
really
pushing me off
teasing, don't
the
worry.
top of the tower.
Look, let's be honest here. Being
Don't have to
immune
carry
to
you on
damage
that.
and living forever are two completely different things.
What, invulnerable and immortal?
Yeah.
Along the same line of conversation, if you die, can I have your legs?
No, you would have
Who are you
robot
talking
legs.
to?
Well, I'm talking to Chance. I don't want cat legs.
Yeah, they're very useful sometimes.
Look at them backwards facing knees.
Yeah.
Or shin knees. She's? I don't know how cat anatomy works. I look at your legs.
Very useful for conning you out of 10 gold.
Yes, me.
So from looking very quickly on the quick Google, Warforged maximum lifespan seems to be a mystery.
It's technically
Oh, no.
because they are immortal to a level of degree.
But there's quite a lot of things saying about as they get like quite old, their mind seems to deteriorate quite rapidly. So please no.
Oh god, how do you remember your maker? Do you know how old you are?
Well, I mean, in the backstory. It was literally that I remember nothing. So, yeah, that's a good sign.
So you could say that your mind is already deteriorating, perhaps.
My mind is fine.
Maybe we should put an end to his misery right here.
How
Oh,
many of these spare fingers am I holding on? As I pull 3 fingers
5.
up my back.
Oh no!
Oh, yeah. It seems like the visual cortex is already a little bit iffy.
We might
You
have
know,
to
Dad.
scrap him when we get into a town.
I suppose we could sell it for spare parts.
Not the legs.
Oh,
I say that, but to be fair, he's probably been the most useful minion of all of the 3 of you.
I won't deny that. As I get
Has
back into the
flashbacks to
cart.
chucking his legs through the swinging blades. Oh no!
we all know he's been the least useful of all.
Wow, Daddy,
That we
don't
do.
call my cat like that.
Yeah,
I-
Rory.
I don't even defend myself.
I wasn't talking about you.
Yeah, but I assumed you did.
Dandy was obviously talking about the children.
Fucking useless children.
If we had my way, we
We
would
told
have
them one thing,
abandoned
stay there, and
them.
it went.
God, and they had to go die on us as well.
Wow.
Fucking kid.
How inconsiderate. We should have just
Can't
stayed in the
even-
bar that for some reason existed.
Can't even die in lootable places.
So, what exactly is the plan? What are we doing?
Well, simple. We find a town, and you guys find me legs.
Oh, Chance, did you... So you found a body with that letter?
I did.
Were their legs intact?
Depends on how well you like your legs without
Um,
animal claw marks and crow bites.
Is
I
it
see.
worth bringing the body with us in case someone was hunting this guy?
That depends
Up
how
here.
rotten it was. Had it already gone through like a lot of decay?
Yes,
It was in the
search
stage of
your.
rigor mortis.
Okay, I don't want that on the cart personally.
I mean, I didn't want anything here currently on the card, but you know.
I hold up the bucket with your legs.
Good times, douchebag.
Then put the bucket back down in the middle of the cart.
You guys do start to hear howling though, getting closer.
For now, maybe we should be moving onwards.
Yes,
Or-
if we lose this horse, we're gonna have to walk, and I don't fancy
If the
walking
cat is strong enough, you climb me over the gate and we leave.
over the gate. Ah, yes, taking you up there.
I'm just saying, we should be ready for anything because we probably couldn't.
Well, knowing Chance and how durable he seems to be, I'm sure he could just walk up it, digging his feet into the brick face of the wall.
You climb out of a pit one time with your sheer weight. One time.
Oh, and it all goes black. We passed out. We're dead.
No, you
All I did was reverse.
What
And then
happens?
you,
Stagecoach reversing.
there you go. So,
Ah, yeah, the fog did roll in. You did say that. Okay.
just make it a bit more explicit.
It's all good. The float can only be here for approximately. What am I doing?
You guys hear more howling and more coming closer.
So
So we should start making a move, eh?
there used to be wolves in the area outside the town where I lived, and from past experience, getting caught by a whole pack does not end well for the thing they're hunting. So,
Okay, so do I go full pelt?
yes,
You're hearing more howling, and they're pretty much right next
I
to you.
would recommend going very fast right away.
I go the full and just try to go as fast as I can.
Okay.
Come
So
on, Legsy,
you-
go!
I sound calm, but I am anything but. If you're looking at me, I'm visibly shaking.
Eyes bulging. Ah.
So if this was seen in a show sort of thing. As you guys like whip off, you kind of get like a camera view of the surrounding woodlands that are all kind of like packed together, and you just see like eyes kind of glowing amongst the trees as you guys whip off.
There will be like yellow eyes, I imagine.
Mm.
Oof.
Little puppy fuck off.
Not small as well. They're quite large.
Big puppy fuck off.
Can the cart go any faster?
How much horsepower does
Can
the
you
horse
get the
have?
fuck off or push?
I don't think I can run this fast.
Make a reverse hole, break a hole through and run.
So as you guys kind of progress, you eventually make it out from the tree line and leave it behind you. And
Yes, wolves don't travel beyond trees, so we're safe now.
it's as you continue to travel that you kind of open into a more like wider area that's not necessarily fields, but kind of like the plains sort of area. And what you do notice is that there is a river that seems to be flowing, and it's as clear as a blue winter sky through the valley.
Does the horse look like it's wavering, or can it still run?
It's running at a steadier pace than like after just whipping it.
Okay.
So it gave a rush, but it seems to be fairly tired and is like kind of going at a slower pace.
I don't think it's quite safe to stop yet. Perhaps we should go beyond the river if there's a crossing.
There is a small sort of bridge that kind of crosses over the river.
When we say small, is it footpath small or road small?
It's the same. It's the same sort of width as the path is at the moment.
Okie dokie.
So a way to get across them.
Yeah.
So it's only enough for two like carts to cross over.
Perfect.
I hope we didn't bring a second cart.
And it's as you kind of begin to make over the bridge, you get a glimpse of a very familiar sight. It's the town that you entered when you met the children.
Stop the cart.
Why? No.
Look,
Okay.
we're not
cool.
going through that again.
Maybe there'll be alive kids this time.
Maybe we're just going round in circles. We don't know.
If we go around circles enough, we'll find a way out.
I don't like this. Dandy, what do you think?
Well, you can definitely trust the tiefling to get us lost. Can I just barge Cinder out the way and try and take control of the car?
Through the hole in the
Can I
roof.
resist that? Can I resist that? Because if I don't, I'm fairly sure she's just barged me off the fucking wagon.
If Cinder goes to fall, I would like to grab him and pull him up.
Deck save.
So instead of doing all these different rolls, how hard are you barging Cinder out of the way?
Enough to like take his place on the
Okay, so, like kind of bum shuffling across on the like bench.
Yeah.
I just like that
Okay.
I now have the whole inside of the cart to myself.
And I kind of grab the reins and like, just give me those.
I pull the reins back.
No.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna have a tug of war with the reins.
Yeah.
The Dandy's gonna pull back again on the reins, try and take them.
And I'm
Okay,
going to try and pull them back.
So from these different like shifts in the reins, the horse just kind of like stops.
Why are we... Oh, yeah, I did say
I-
stop.
I immediately register this and go, oh fuck, okay, and let go of the reins.
I swear you're impossible.
I get out and look round to
God,
the front
kids are
where
brick.
you three are.
Now can I shove him harder? I think that warrants it.
Quick, we have a distraction. He's gone. Go, go, go.
Look back and just get mauled by the wolves. Oh, no!
But yeah, as you it's kind of like debating, sort of like nudging people out of the way and stuff like that. And when you get out, you can see that the village, the like small town, is probably about like 100 feet from you. It's not that far away.
Okay. Even from this distance, can I see people moving around in the town?
Yeah, there are like vague images of like humanoids shuffling throughout the town. Not like in dense packs or anything. Just obviously people are carrying sort of.
Hey, no, that's
Uh,
already a step up from the last version of this town that we saw, and that one disappeared. So
How many
maybe
Dead
this
Ghost
one's
kids
real.
do we see?
Well, maybe this one's the real deal. I mean, it's got people in it. The last one only had creepy children.
I hate to break it to you, bro, but creepy children are still people, because you know,
Maybe
ghosts are people too.
they didn't. They, they might
Well,
not have
it's
been
not.
anything. It could have just been a spell plaguing our mind.
It might have been to keep people away from this place.
So we're going onwards then.
Hesitantly, yes.
Okay.
As
Yeah,
I
let's trust the
try and hop back into
taxi.
the cart before it starts moving.
I mean, we can't exactly go back through the fog. Last time we tried out by the house was
Can the big gate close? That's half a mile that way.
all we really can do is press on.
Or we could go back through the Horde of Eyes, which sounds like a great idea. Definitely won't get us killed.
We can always drop you on the sides in there if you want to go back.
Is there any swinging axe pendulums to go through
no.
while we're at it?
Eh,
No, not as
Oh,
far
okay.
as I'm aware.
Okay.
you're up first, buddy.
Ooh, the pendulum's cutting deep there. Nice.
I
Oh.
try and shuffle my way into the back of the wagon.
How?
Through the hole.
Drops onto my
I assume the hole's not big enough.
falls in the bucket with his
Well,
broken stumps.
I got stuck in it. So are you thinner than me? I mean, I'm wearing like.
Well, he doesn't have legs, so he might be able to wiggle easy.
That's not how the force works.
So that's all about midichlorian.
Oh yeah.
Very tiny chlorine atoms, midi-chlorians.
So what are you guys doing at the moment? Then are you still all just standing by the car as you kind of
I
look out?
believe it started moving again.
Yeah, I've taken the reins and
I never left my spot.
I've ushered it on.
Sounded like
James,
people got out and stuff, so
Mhm.
I wasn't sure.
you hear whispers next to your ear because I cast so much energy to make whispering.
I freak the fuck out and say, "Do you guys hear that?
You know what, bro?
The whispering. The whispering? You heard that right?"
Nope, we should go.
Oh, this don't feel right.
So yeah, as you guys approach, you see the like tall shapes that loom out through the like sort of dense sort of fog that surrounds everything, and the muddy ground underfoot gives way to like a slit sort of wet cobblestone. The tall shapes becoming recognizable as like the actual village dwellings because they had like eerie shapes from when you saw them the last time. But this time, instead of all the windows and things being boarded up, they are now sort of like very dark, almost like tinted black windows. And there's like no sound other than like a sort of mournful silence and sort of distant sobbing that echoes throughout the like streets.
That kind of sounds like a edgy band cover. The Sound of Silence.
The sound of silence. I definitely know a song like that. But yeah, as you like make your way into the town, which I can.
One moment, my eyes are just focusing. Here we go.
Trying to reveal the area instead of copying you guys in.
Now, did we approach from this road that's kind of on the left side?
Yeah, so I'm just going to drop you in there.
Okay.
Oh, but
So let me take
One
away.
square is 40 feet. Yeah, that's about it.
There you go. I
Excuse
actually scaled
me.
this one properly this time. So yeah, Izzy, you have
Oh,
control
man.
over the cart now. But yeah, so like you guys like approach a town, and as you do, like you see these kind of downtrodden and macabre, like they're not gored or anything, they're just very sort of drained and like the sort of embodiment of depression kind of walking through the town as they kind of glare at you as you make your way past.
From the looks of it, are any of these houses at the start of the town like a stables or place to put the cart?
The first one to the sorry, the second one to the left
This one.
is a like a is like a sort of not a barn, but kind of like a mooring sort of area for horses.
The dandy on your left there looks like a place where we could potentially shack up the horse for the night.
Shall I pull in?
Yeah, let's pull in and have a talk to the guy in charge.
Okay. And I do so.
And I
You go.
do think. Oh no, you've gone right through his kitchen. Oh shit.
Max.
Dandy can't actually drive land vehicles, so it probably was a bit.
You know the thing we discussed.
Mm-hmm.
I hate
Can
this.
I sort of start that now? Like not like immediately now, but can I start laying the groundwork for that?
Yes.
Okay. Like
No.
as you guys pull up and you see me look at something, look in a direction, you just go, and then that's it. I just sort of get back to whatever you guys do.
I don't get what's just happened. Right. So this like stable building, is it like part place to put the horses and part this guy's house? 'Cause that's what I'm kind of picturing.
Kind of. So yeah, like as you can see, it has a sort of stable-ish part on the side, and then the rest is almost like a sort of just a full-blown house.
All right. Chance, could you come with me for a sec?
Yeah.
If you two could just wait there. We don't know how these people might react to seeing other races. And that was me being blatantly racist.
Other than machines, man.
Yeah,
Well,
just
you
say,
see,
take the Warforged instead.
you
I'm clearly
see,
far
The
more
logic is correct.
person.
well, you see, it's got a friendly face, and I look up at Chance's face.
Which has no form of expression.
I
then-
don't have a
And then
face.
the camera pans down to my face and also has no facial expression.
Dandy just makes the face that Puss in Boots makes in Shrek.
Say that
I-
attempts to smile, but it comes out as that sneer from my token, the one that's like pure evil, like dagger teeth.
I look at both of you and then I go, I see your point, Dandy. Would you like to go talk to the person that runs this place then?
Of course I would. I always
Honestly-
love to make new friends.
Honestly, I would just like to rest. So if you guys do that, can I stay in the car for a second? Because I'm tired.
Yes, I think that's a good idea.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate that greatly.
Okay.
Chance,
so-
could you watch him? Thank you.
Okay.
I mean, he's going to need you to move around anyway, so.
So yeah, new plan. Me and Dandy walking up to the guy who might own this place.
Okay. So as you kind of like walk up to the building, it's kind of got like a solid sort of wooden door. Once again, the windows are kind of like hard to see through.
Rat-a-tat-tat on the door.
With your Tommy gun.
As you do, you don't seem to get any response after about like 4 minutes of waiting.
Maybe we should knock harder.
I get the back end of my sword and I go clonk, clonk, clonk on it.
Yep. And as you do, kind of like once again after 4 minutes, no answer.
could I borrow that for a second? And I kind of gesture towards your weapon.
Sure. And I hand the short sword over.
And can I use the hilt of the sword to break the window?
Wow.
So I need you to make an attack roll.
What's the attack roll on your sword?
Uh,
Think it's a unarmed strike, essentially.
Well, I suppose if you wanted, you could use the short swords, like 1d6 damage, but dex weapon sort of thing. I don't know.
But she's only using the handle, right?
Oh
Not the
yeah,
sword.
I imagine it's basically like you kind of gripped the blade of it, and then sort of always use it as a ram.
It's okay. It's a straight
Yeah.
d20 and with an unarmed strike.
So even though you roll a 5, you still hit, and that roll should give you 1. So you kind of like break a small into the window, sort of like a fractured marks. They don't like fully shatter.
I am at my town guardness in me comes out, and I go, what are you doing? And I reach back for the sword.
They might be in danger inside there. Why aren't they answering that?
Some of the
You
people
might
in
have to
town are
convince me of
looking
that
at
because you've just broke property.
Yeah,
Like
okay.
I'm not the most sort of law-abiding person being a town guard, but that was definitely destruction of property.
Max, would I have heard that at all, or anything like that noise?
Yeah, like that's why some of the other people in town have kind of like. walked
Okay.
up.
Can I, JJ? Like, I look at you and just go, hey, bro, can you go see if they're okay? I mean, just, I don't want anyone going missing again. You know?
No, I fully understand. As I just sort of get off from leaning against the.
At this point, Max, like, I immediately descend from the wagon and head after that person I saw.
Which person? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you are you taking the horse, or are you taking the just you're crawling?
I'm literally just crawling away because they're not far.
Okay. So you begin crawling after this person.
Yeah.
But that looks grim.
Follow.
Did you want me to do a deception check to convince you that I'm?
Yeah, I rolled a 6, so not gonna be that high. Are you kidding me?
Also a 6.
Yeah. So technically, she hits your DC in this case.
I kind of imagine that I'm in the situation of, look, I completely get that you've just smashed this window and I'm pissed off, but you have a good point. They might be in trouble. So, could you hand the sword to me, please?
Oh yeah, of course.
And
I give you back the sword.
I do a proper weapon check on the window. And as doing it, I shout, we're coming in. Fuck's sake. I think I threw my sword through the window.
So yeah, like as you go and swing it, you kind of send your like blade through the glass, and like, it leaves your hands.
I mean, you got the window open.
Oh, god damn it. Is it completely shattered now?
Yes.
We're coming in as I attempt to climb through.
So as you climb through, you enter this kind of like dark, dreary house, and you feel like a cold air kind of looming through as it blows in through the window.
I come in after Mike.
Okay.
I let Mike go first.
Yeah, I gotta go get my sword. So I've got the determination to get my sword. I'm looking around the room, but I'm also mainly looking for where my sword went.
Luckily, it's not hard to see. Like it's dark, but with the outside light kind of gleaming in, you get to see like, enough to find where your sword went.
Okay, I'll walk over and pick it up.
Mm-hmm. So you like pick it up, and it's surrounded by like the broken glass.
Hello? Does anyone live here?
You don't get a response.
Yell if you're in trouble. I think it might be abandoned.
Let's have a look around just to be sure. But perhaps this could work as a temporary base for us if it is abandoned.
That sounds like a good idea.
We
You
head
lead the way.
we head to the next room, if there is another room.
Okay. Yeah, so right now you're currently in what would be like a big sort of dining room.
Oh, in that case, does it look like the dining room has been used recently? Like, is there tables, food, perhaps, anything like
Um, not
that? I can
used,
give
but
you an
disturbed for
investigation if
sure.
that. Oh, okay, disturbed. Right.
Yeah, so you can see that there has been like scuffles in this room, like small sort of claw marks, like line the floor.
Those aren't mine.
They look a little bit bigger than what you perform. Why would there be claw marks in this house? This is very curious.
Maybe the wolves got to them.
Well,
They are much smaller than wolves' claw marks, like tiny, tiny.
perhaps rats? Yeah, we head to the next room.
Okay. Which direction? Because there is a room to your left, and there's also a room sort of like forward to the left. So like it's almost segmented into where the lobby
Left.
would be if you walked in. Okay.
First left.
So you walk into like the lobby area, and you can see the stairs going up. But you can also see the small corridor that leads into the kitchen area in the back of the house.
Shall we split up and cover more ground, or would you like to come upstairs with me? And that's not leading to see if they're up there.
I think I'll join you. Best to say together. Safety in numbers, you know.
Okay. As up the stairs.
The agitation of the stairs leads you to hear like not only the creak but also small sort of like scratching on the surface of like wood, as well as like slight squeaking and.
Okay, so I really do think there might be rats in this place.
What do you guys do once you reach the top of the stairs?
What are our options? Rooms? How many? Is there like a corridor?
So once you reach the top, there is like a small corridor that kind of hangs above the left and the right side of the house.
Okay.
So you can either go left or you could go right, and both sides have about 2 rooms on each.
So 4 rooms total. Yeah.
Let's take the left side first.
Okie dokie. Left, far right door.
Okay. As you open it up, going, and once you look inside, there is once again like disheveled sort of bedding, as well as like a small table side drawer, and it's not a big room. It's probably big enough for one person to like be in, as the bed at the side is like placed up against the wall. And there's also like a small seat next to a desk that faces a window.
Does this look more like it would be like a guest room rather than a room that looks like a home?
Looks like an older child's room. So like if they had sons and daughters, this would probably be their room.
Can I head to the desk?
Sure.
Is there anything like paperwork on the desk or anything like that?
Yeah, there's a journal, like a sort of thrown open journal kind of left on the desk with like a quill and ink kind of strewn about.
All right. With the journal, I put my thumb on the page it's open at, and I close it quick, keeping that page to look at the front.
Okay. Looking at the front, it doesn't have any sort of detailing or anything. It's literally just a sort of leather-bound book.
Is there any sort of name on the front, or any sort of text on the front or back side of the binding
No,
of it?
it's not that kind of like detailed. These are probably very poor people that have got like a, just a basic sort of journal to write in.
Okay. I flip the book back open to the page I held on. What do I see, if anything?
So the last entry, which is what this has been left on, seems to be something about this daughter saying, I can't keep living in fear like this. Every night is the same thing. They keep returning over and over again, and I'm scared for what my future holds. I really wish I could. And then it kind of like drawn against it, like the quill and ink kind of like dragged against
I
the final
I
words.
show the dandy.
You know, it's very rude to read people's diaries.
We needed to know what happened. And it appears that this one was taken by something mid-writing this. I flicked to the page before.
Now that is just an invasion of privacy.
It is.
Okay, so the page before has like a small diary entry of working day in and day out isn't the greatest thing in my life, but at least it's something to hold on to. Every time I have to work just reminds me that there's something that I can look forward to.
Okay, so this person was fairly optimistic of their life before their untimely end, perhaps?
Seems like the change happened very quickly.
I'd like to go back to the page where it left on, like where she tried to write and then it went off, and fold the corner down.
Okay.
And then close the book.
Sure.
And then I'll put the book in my inventory.
Okie dokie.
I'll probably get a weird look from the dandy and be like, what?
He just shakes his head.
Right. And then what do you guys do? Because you're still kind of like alone in this kind of cool room. Actually, Chance, what did you do? Like when
I was heading to send a suggestion to go check on the other two after we heard the smash.
Yeah, you probably saw the glass too.
Yeah, you walk up on the broken glass on the ground, as well as disruption in its sort of size, so it's human size now. Do you try and climb in yourself, or?
There's a door there, yeah?
Yeah.
I want to just give the handle a little wiggle.
Opens up.
I just walk in, trying to spot them without being too noisy, being a bit aware of my feet. Don't want to scare some poor person in here.
Yeah, so where do you go first then? Because you walk in through the not the foyer. It's just like the small corridor that leads directly upstairs. To the right, you have the dining area, and then if you look forward, you can see that there's a kitchen.
Could I check if I heard the door open?
Sure. Roll me a perception.
12.
You didn't hear the door open, unfortunately.
Fairs. Carry on.
I'll go to the right first and go to the dining room.
So you see the same as they did, which is like a kind of disheveled room, like the dining table's sort of covering has been pulled off. Chairs have been knocked over, and there's like scratching on the floor, or scratches on the floor from tiny claws.
Most perplexing.
Most intuitive.
And what's it for in terms of doorways from the dining room? Just back the way I came, I presume.
What the claw marks lead in from the dining room, or
I was just saying whether there was any other doors or whatnot, or whether it's just the only way out of that room is the way I came.
So there is a door that leads, or kind of more of an archway that leads from the back of the dining room into the kitchen.
No, I'll go for that way then. So head towards the kitchen then.
Okay, so you enter into the kitchen, and the first thing you see is a person standing there.
Oh. How are they? I think it got back turned. What's that? Taking it got like the back turned to me.
Yes, kind of hunched over and looking in the opposite direction of you.
Being extra creepy.
Standing in a corner, not saying anything.
And looking the other way.
Huh.
And
Weeping.
then you realise he's blind and deaf.
What?
You start beating him up, and he's blind and deaf. Like,
What's happening?
I don't know who you are. I cannot see you, but please.
What do you mean? To know, it just feel like metal's hitting them. Someone's just whacking with like a metal rod.
Just someone beating you up with a poker.
Honey, I'm sorry. I said I would tea.
I'll just start heading towards them,
Mhm.
and not exactly a whisper, but I don't want to just sort of slightly quieter than a normal voice. Just, I'm sorry, but have you seen my party?
As you say that, and like as you were approaching, you saw them like turn to you, and as you get to see their face as they turn to your whispering, you see that their face has gotten like a massive chunk of flesh torn off the side. And roll initiative.
It's not normal. Guys, where you go? Guys, where'd you go?
I just had a random thought. Perhaps this whole town is infested with zombies.
It doesn't work if you roll it on nothing.
Well, that kind of gives it away a little bit.
What do you mean? You see nothing, James? Shh, don't look.
Sorry, should I?
God, we're facing an initiative.
Oh no. The worst type.
You want me to do this?
Yeah.
Oh God, we're facing an initiative.
Look, he's using his initiative.
7.
Right. So yeah, I need to try and grab something. I mean, if it wasn't fairly obvious from the fact that.
Would you like us to roll a swell, and then on our turn we'll just do general stuff unless we're aware of the combat?
Sure. I could get the old picture of Bastille, which apparently isn't a Goliath; it's a zombie.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you okay?
No.
Corona.
Bastille was a zombie the entire time.
Whoops.
He was dead the entire time.
That's how he was functioning with no eye.
So why has my cat been just staring at my radiator for the last 10 minutes? Not moving,
That's
just
a zombie
staring.
too.
Why not?
You okay, Angel? Angel! Nope, no word. She's just staring.
The cat horse whisperer.
You shall know my rage, human.
Hey, darling, you alright?
Despite all my rage, I'm
Right.
still just a rat in a cage.
She just nuzzled my hand. Yeah, she's fine.
Right. Then. Actually, I could probably do something along the lines of like this.
Hey, we got a live one.
We got a live one
Well.
over here.
We got an unalived one here.
An unalived one. I like your thinking, stranger.
I'm
What
no
are you,
stranger,
boy?
buddy.
Thank you.
I shall be back in just a second.
Yeah, I
Just
need
a
to
second
quickly
later.
disappear just for a second.
Alright, we're
I'm
gonna
have a
be
drink.
right back real quick.
Drink break.
If you could run an ad, Max, that'd be fantastic.
Sure.
I'm gonna go get a drink. Right, back in a moment.
Oh, hi, Dad.
Hello, we're back. No, we're not called Dad. We're back.
Oh, sorry. I thought it's
You're not
damage
my
and
dad.
die. The DAD.
You're
Ah,
not my dad.
You're my dad.
so me and the Dandy both rolled better than anyone in initiative, but we don't know there's combat going on. So
Hey.
Yeah. So, like, what do you guys do then as part of your turn?
Should we maybe check one of the other rooms?
yeah. I want to
Or-
suggest that we check the next room next to this one. So, because this is number 4 out of the 4 rooms, so perhaps we go to number 3.
Okay. So, as you open the door, as you both kind of simultaneously do this, you see a mound of almost like a writhing mass of small furry creatures. And as you open the door, they all turn their attention to you.
Whoa!
Well, that explains the tiny claw marks. I say just before, probably getting mauled.
Well, yeah. After that kind of ends that kind of interaction.
Cool.
As you get to see a swarm of what appears to be rats over a corpse. Then we have Cinder, who is doing his thing.
Yes.
Can you roll me a d20?
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay.
Intrigued.
Oh, me, sorry. So as this weird person turns to you with their face all kind of like half eaten
Oh.
and clawed, what do you do, Chance?
Start
Well,
laughing
they
at it.
haven't shown any hostile intent yet, so are you okay? Can I get you any help?
Yeah, Baymax mode kicks in. Do you need medical assistance?
On
You
a
have
scale of 1 to
eyeball in
10,
your
how do
face.
you rate your pain?
You seem to have a laceration upon your face. How would you describe this pain?
As far as a sizable chunk of your face is now
As
missing.
it describes it as.
I see.
Holds a finger out.
It's not in my medical programming.
Yeah, I just want to
Please
basically
I
check
will add
whether
it to my
it's-
caregiving program.
Okay.
I haven't got it.
So
So I'll
you,
try trying,
okay.
essentially.
So you're just skipping your turn then, or essentially?
I'm just trying to see if it's a person that I can help. Not necessarily
So-
just because they have a
Would you like
chunk
an-
missing. I mean, look, my teammate back on the cut has got 2 legs missing. I don't immediately go, oh,
I
I
mean,
must beat it up.
You could justify saying that you would be cautiously readying in case it is hostile, right?
Fine, have you seen this? Just
I don't
gesture
know.
to me. Fine. I'm ready. It's
As you
me.
finish your internal argument with your own AI.
Right. So if you're not evaluating, well, if you're not doing anything on your turn in particular, other than like evaluating the person, being like, "Oh no,
Yeah.
you hurt," they turn and fight you.
Fucking Uber zombie.
Jesus Christ.
I regret nothing.
21 hits you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you take 5 damage. Don't worry about it rolling double because that's with the crit damage.
This is hostile. I can confirm it's hostile.
So it leans in and sends its teeth sinking into your wooden components. But as it tries to like run its like fingers across your body, it just breaks its nails, like tearing them from the actual like
Oh.
sockets,
Oh no.
having no method of restraining its force. Right, and then we go back up to the dandy.
Let's swing at the rats! Swing at the rats!
Okay, swing at the rat. That's a hit. So you deal 12 damage, and since you've got an ally within 5 feet of...
Hang on, my thing's different.
Oh, is it?
Swashbuckler. I think you have to be within 5 feet.
Yeah, I don't get sneak attack because I'm next to Mike. I don't get sneak attack.
Oh, damn. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. Well, it works better if I'm
Than
kind of
just-
by myself. Like,
Well, you
from-
see, if the rats were just a little bit in front of us and you had to walk to them to stab them, perhaps we're not next to each other.
Yeah, how far away are the rats?
So you're currently 5 feet away from them. So you can attack them from this range, but you can move closer to get into, like,
Either way,
Mike
basically-
behind you.
it says you don't need advantage on the attack roll to use your sneak attack against the creature if you're within 5 feet of it. No other creatures are within 5 feet of you, and you don't have disadvantage on the attack roll.
Okay.
So does that count as allies if it's no other creatures? I think we've had this discussion before.
I'm pretty sure that means I can't be near you.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
I was about to run into melee, but I wouldn't know that that's how you proc, and it's kind of meta-y, so I'll still run into melee.
Yeah, no, it's not that big a deal anyway. It's only like an extra 4 damage.
So what you end up doing is sort of stepping forward and kind of running. So, like, your rapier is the one with blades, isn't it? The one with the double-sided sort of blade. on the
Yeah.
top.
Yeah.
So you kind of like rake it across the mass of rats, and you just watch as they all kind of like split in half, and you deal quite a sizable chunk of damage to them as they kind of like separate and kind of reform into like a smaller mass of rats. But you've definitely done a substantial amount of damage to them. You don't have any other attacks, do you? Or how?
There's a bit of bonus action. Not really, no. Actually, what I could do, because they're a bit icky and I don't like them, because I've made an attack on them, a melee attack on them, because of my fancy footwork, they can't do an attack against me if I move away from them. So I'm going to move away outside the door and take the hide action as my bonus action,
Okay.
because I can do that because I have some other thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I have cunning action and I can then hide. So I should do a
So,
stealth check.
uh,
Hide from the rats.
Okay, so you kind of like blend into the background,
so like
almost
a
like jumping onto
delicate
the bed, sort of
dance.
thing. Like giving yourself some distance between them and.
Oh no, I've gone out the door and I'm like hiding behind the other, like hiding behind the wall, basically.
Just kind of behind Mike, just as he's like, "Oh, okay." Mike, what do you do then? As
So, like a delicate dance, as the dandy jumps in, stabs, and then pirouettes away, I'm going to step forward, stab,
Mhm.
and then using crossbow expert, fire the wrist crossbow as a bonus action.
Okay. So both of those hit. Wait. As an offhand attack, or do you have that ability?
Well, you see, in the crossbow, it says at the end, when I attack with a one-handed weapon, I can use a bonus action to attack with a hand crossbow I'm holding.
Right.
And the wrist crossbow's on the other, like, wrist sort of thing, so...
So you kind of like slash with your shot sword. It's the one that shoots its blade.
Shot sword. I do like the throat through windows.
And you deal quite a hefty bit of hurt onto them, as you kind of like follow Dandy's kind of lead and slash through quite a few more of them as they like ride together.
Ye-
and then you take a small shot and kind of slink it in, pinning probably like 4 of them together,
Nice.
leaving like a rat by itself. Okay.
No, it's not a horde anymore. It's not a swarm of rats. It's just one little rat.
God, fucking damn it, Dave.
And we come back round to Chance's turn.
I think
As,
it's time.
you've been bitten.
Call me crazy, but I think this woman's host. Wait, is it man or woman?
It is a woman.
Oh my god. I don't think they're friendly.
Angel, I'll put the towel down for you. Why are you laying there? Weird.
So, yeah. I'm gonna
Skip.
spend. How does it actually take to put on a shield and hold a mace?
So donning items is a free action.
Okay.
So like not necessarily armor because that has a specific set amount of time, but
Of course.
using shields and things. Actually,
Okay.
there was a thing for. So you can draw your weapon as a free action, but putting on the shield would be an action.
Okay, so I'll use my action, put my shield on, and then the free action to pull out my mace.
Mm-hmm. Cool. So you're getting ready, are you?
Yeah.
Right. And in retaliation, the single reap is going to lunge at Mike.
I avenge my comrades.
It has missed.
It jumps forward. It's like, "Meh," and
I saw it. Just
tries
kick it
to bite
away.
yeah, you kind of do that thing where you kind of like nudge things by your feet just away.
Yeah.
It's like,
No.
This is the Ratatouille darkest timeline.
yeah, and it just kind of like screeches at you.
I don't like it.
We get a crossover back to JJ who gets more of this.
Nope.
No,
Mm-mm.
not 18.
You
I got
shield
19 when I got a shield on.
Oh damn, boy, damn.
Shield boy.
Why do you think I said that it's fine?
So yeah, it lunges at you and it kind of claws and bites at your shield, but you kind of like push it back.
Go off.
And what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, Mr. Dandy?
Hang on. Sorry. I just googled the rule. I get both the sneak attack variants according to the developer of the rules of it.
Okay, that's good.
I make the rules.
Yeah.
So he basically said, what if Rose could sneak attack all the time?
All the time, basically. Yeah.
When they're alone, when they're not alone.
I'll give
I
you. I'll
guess,
put,
is
I'll
it
pop the
maybe
link in the D&D thing so that you can.
is it maybe a case of like you just get the other one as a specific bonus because you're a swashbuckler, and then you get your default one that all rogues get as a default?
Yeah, I think it. Yeah.
Options. The whole point of having it is that benefit of being able to like dance around and fight. It would seem very
Yeah.
strange that you wouldn't be able to have both.
So I imagine it like when sword fighting styles, you have the same basic technique, but you can modify it with different like karate, different fighting styles.
Yeah. Well, if
The
you
different sneak
think
styles.
one way, it would be a really boring pirate film if you couldn't do that thing where you're back to back and fighting off people. Because
Yeah.
suddenly like, oh, I'm sorry, I don't get this sneak attack damage because some bloke's standing behind me.
Does that mean that
I
attack
do
that
think
hit
it needs to be a
earlier?
bit clearer.
Does that mean these rats are dead because of the sneak attack damage from earlier? And then I would have finished it off with my
I'm
shot.
happy not to retcon that. Are the rats still there?
One is.
Just
So
what I'm.
say that the well, yeah. So the kick away that Mr. Turnstile did boots the last one to death.
Yeah.
There we
Just
go.
kind of sending it flying into the wall, and it does that, and like hits the floor.
Right.
So what do you do?
Continuity restored. There we go.
The timeline.
I don't think we should stay in here any longer. And
No.
I help myself back down the stairs.
I follow the best I can.
As I get to the stairs, do I hear anything?
You hear groaning now, which is like sort of clattering against the shield, which is like wooden thumping, and also.
Would they see if they're going down the stairs? Would they not see the doors open?
Yes, they would also see that the door is open. Unless you were like the polite robot and shut the door. I didn't live in a bar.
Yeah, but I don't know what's going on. Leave it open. It's
I
fine.
was not manufactured in a barn.
How do you know? You don't know me. I don't know me.
Yeah, you could probably make it to the kitchen if your turn was completely free.
I'm so inclined.
Yeah, if you want to.
Angel's falling
Um,
asleep.
The dandy is a bit of a scaredy cat. So no,
You
he's
hear
gonna
that?
he's gonna leave the house.
Okay. So you run out the door?
Yeah, I don't have such movement as the dandy, so I probably got to the stairs, or maybe the bottom of them, and that's about it. As I'm trying to keep
It
up with
depends how
Dad.
far it is.
So like you could probably still make it to like the kitchen door.
Yeah, that's the way I would head. I would head towards the noise.
Which by that time you see like Chance kind of fending off this very clearly zomboid creature.
Could I free action go? Oh, Chance, you're here.
Well, so to get to that point in the house is just your normal movement, not your action.
No
as a
way. I was upstairs.
Yeah.
Bloody well, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
it's not that tall. It's not like a super big house.
No, that's great. So I'm gonna get in there and then fire the heavy crossbow at the Zumbo.
Hello, Mike.
Don't get me wrong, not complaining.
Just like turns ahead. Oh, hello, Mike.
Shame.
Unfortunately, it goes through the glass window for the kitchen. So.
I just love breaking windows.
It must be you that's breaking all them windows.
So once Mike's had his turn, it then comes back to you, Mr. Chance. What do you do as you watch the bolt fly past your face and smash through a window?
Is there anything that Cinder's doing?
That's ridiculous.
Yes, but hush, hush.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there is stuff happening.
I'm gonna give a good old whack to the zombie.
Cool.
Whack. Oh god.
Unfortunately, you send your like mace clattering into the like previously washed plates that had kind of gone all dirty as they had waited, and suddenly raked through them, shattering.
Ooh.
Secondary objective achieved. House cleaning.
I'm sorry for the loss of your cup. What would that be?
It appears your crockery has a
That's
crack
the word.
in it.
I'm sorry for the loss of your crockery.
Crockery, more like crockery.
Max!
But yeah, so you smash the crockery, and suddenly you are then once again lunged at.
Oh, then.
As it.
Nope. Yes.
Okay, let's get on that critical hit.
You're going to
critical
turn into a zombie.
fumble. You're gonna turn into.
How's that even?
Activate zombie program.
Dead.exe.
Oh my god, it's a computer virus. Oh no.
Right.
The zombie scratches you, then pulls out a computer, plugs it into you, and then starts typing away.
Oh
No,
no.
they just slash
Suddenly
like a
it
couple microchips processors
It
inside.
switches to Windows Vista.
Ah!
Don't
Don't utter them words. So what's it do?
So it is going to roll its 1d100.
Come on. Come on.
Come
I've
on.
got Pelo's light on my side. Oh no, that's high number.
Oh no.
I don't like it when DM laughs. It's good and bad. I don't know whether to smile or whether to cry.
So you take 8 damage
Ow.
as it gets doubled. Can you roll a dex save for me?
Oh, I love deck saves.
Says the big clunking fridge.
The nimble, big
Okay,
clunking
so you
fridge.
fail,
Oh, no.
Nimble, eh?
and you get moved back 10 feet.
Oh my
Oh.
god!
Oh.
What the hell?
Also,
no
you drop
zombie.
all your items in hand. So you drop your shield and you drop your mace.
Ah.
This one is called Vertigo.
From my perspective, did I just come in, shoot a zombie, and then chance ran away?
You missed the zombie, and you just see, like, hello. Ah.
Well, no, he doesn't look like he runs away. He looks like he's suddenly, like, forcefully pushed forward as
Oh
it
my
tries
God.
to scratch him.
It's like,
Clang,
greetings,
clang.
friend, as he comes clanging towards James.
Yeah, he gets, like, clattering into a wall. Suddenly his, like, hands throw his mace and his shield out of his hands, and he's dropped prone.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
I do not like these odds.
So, yeah, after that, Dandy, what do you do?
I'm gonna head around to the side where the cart was parked.
Mhm.
Is Cinder still there?
No.
take our eyes off Cinder for 5 seconds, and then she... Buddy crawls away.
Oh, I don't know if anyone's
Is there any
I
sort of
think
like
you are.
trace of where he might have gone?
I suspect there's 2 fucking
Drag
traces
marks.
dragon worms across the floor.
There's handprints and, like, stump drag marks.
Can I follow those
Mm-hmm.
for as far as I can, basically?
So you probably get about here. Oh, actually, no, that's too far. It's about there.
Okay.
Cool.
What do I see?
So that's unfortunately how far you can get into your turn, but they continue onwards.
Okay.
What the hell, Cinder? Where did you go?
Mike, what are you doing?
I'm gonna drop my crossbow.
Mhm.
Because it's heavy. And I'm
Yeah.
gonna run in and slash at the zombie and try and chop off its head.
Okay.
Ooh.
Obviously that's flavor, but unless I really succeed, then it might not be flavor.
Remember, remove the head or destroy the brain.
I'm so
Roll that
upset.
1d100 for me, please.
I'm so upset.
Mike, remember, your ally is prone but near you.
You remove
Please
your
no.
own head and disconnect the brain.
Okay, so roll 1d3 for me.
Uh,
If you've lost any of your legs, I will be so fucking surprised.
No, it's his arms.
So, you rush forward with your sword, and as you go to lunge, it moves forward a little bit, just to continue its progress towards chance, and you miss, sending yourself through the window, which sends you flying for about 15 feet.
hell?
And
Oh.
My god!
that was the bigger they are.
And as a bonus action, I turn around and fire my wrist crossbow.
Okay.
You won't make a fool
Kind
of
of
me.
play it off,
If
are
you
you?
hit.
Stop drilling the scum.
No wonder I missed.
So, and just suddenly you watch it as the bolt like sinks into the wall. Just,
Oh my head. How dare you?
okay, so Chance, what do you do?
I want to stand up, obviously.
Half your movement.
I think that's fine.
On
Yeah.
the use the rest of my movement. Going. How fast, zombie?
It's currently 10 feet in front of you.
That's perfect. That's the amount I have left. Right, come here. I want to try and grab its wrists.
Okay, so that's a grapple check.
You're coming with me.
What's a grapple check?
Your athletics against its acrobatics or athletics.
Okay, all right.
Okay, so you grapple it,
Nice.
No.
taking it by its wrists. And then what? Or is that it?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and sort of push it down onto the floor. Use my own weight to pin it.
So pinning you can do on your next action if it fails its grapple.
Cool.
I learn't about this because you can actually do a whole pinning thing where it's like you grapple, then you force them to the ground as part of your action on the next turn.
It's a chain of successful offence, essentially.
Yeah.
Go on, do that then.
Apparently, people abuse it where they can just knock people prone and then everybody in their party gets advantage. It's just, okay, guys, time to beat it up. It's like, oh,
Hey guys,
no.
what's this about the fridge?
Alright, so this is with disadvantage. So it
5, 4, and a 9, but then 4 was a crit fail.
so with the bite first, does 17 hit?
Yes.
Oh shit! I didn't even see. I
So
didn't even
we'll
see that
match.
17. I saw 5. My god, I missed the 17.
Yeah. So the bite hits, the other two don't.
Yeah, so you take 2 damage and then it has to take 2 crit fumbles. So, oh my goodness. Ah. Okay, so that one, then that one. It suddenly then
Explodes.
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 Do you know, like, when you see in zombie films where even if like something's like held down, it still just moves anyway to the point where it pulls its limbs apart?
You mentioned that, Daniel.
Why would you say that?
Because it's disarmed. So
Oh no.
your grip on its wrists are so tight that you manage to remove its 2 hands.
Oh, no.
Those aren't the limbs we're looking for.
Why don't you just throw them towards the next swinging axe pendulum? Why don't you?
For the thing.
And as it pulls its wrists away in its like a sheer attempt to push away from you, it like nothing else happens as it just has like dripping stump wrists now.
It's kind of gross.
Yeah.
Is it still
Anyone
on the
need a
floor,
hand?
though?
I guess
Is
it's
it
just
still on the
unarmed
floor?
damage now.
I never put it down on the floor
On the
yet.
floor. He wasn't able to pin it on his turn yet. But it is free from his grapple, kind of.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because now it's only doing unarmed attacks.
It can't do any more attacks outside of biting.
It's got its
Um,
on hand.
I hold the 2 hands up and just look through the window. I could use a hand still.
Why do I always seem to be holding 2 limbs?
Quick, I'll chuck him through the window. It might hit the glass and cut him in half again.
Dandy, what are you doing on
It's
your
in
turn?
my
Are you still in hot
programming.
pursuit?
Yeah, so I'll go 30 feet in the
Mhm.
direction of it. Anything?
So 30 feet gets you about here. Because it looks like they stop where the like dirt leads to the doorstep of this house.
Okay.
So more about here, kind of like on the side.
Okie dokie. Does it look like the house has been entered into?
Yeah, there's like the drag marks are kind of like there on the stone sort of what's it called? Like to the entrance to the house. So where you would wipe your feet if there was a doormat.
Can I use my bonus action before I use my action?
Yeah. There's no turn of order when it comes to actions, bonus actions,
Okay.
and reactions.
So I'll use my bonus action then to go another to like get some more movement. Basically, I'd get another 30 feet to kind of take myself to the door and like peer inside.
Yeah. So you get to peer inside, and it seems to be kind of like a it's a normal house, but you can definitely see that there's like someone actively living there, as there's like slight lamp light and stuff like that. Even though it's like the middle of the day, you see that it's quite like dingy inside, but they've put lamp lights on.
Hello. Hello.
Do you reply, Cinder?
No.
Okay. So you get no response.
Cheeky son of a burger.
Do I see any like on the floor is like dusty enough to see where he would have gone in there?
You probably see like the mud marks from the like what is he's tracking on his stumps.
So I take it I haven't used all of that 30 feet yet, have I? From my bonus action.
So the 30 feet would have gotten you to probably like. Did you go inside because the door wasn't open? But you probably could have gotten to the front door.
What? I thought the door was open.
No. It was used, but it hadn't been opened. Like it's not unlocked, sort of thing.
Oh, so I can't just go in.
No.
Is there a window next to the door?
Yeah. That's kind of like where you got to see like the lamp light sort of thing.
Smash the window.
Vandalism! Yay!
Like
I
I know that I
approve
can't.
of
I'm not strong enough to break down the door, but I'm strong enough to just like smash a window. So
So are most hooligans.
You're just smashing away through all the windows in town.
So yeah,
I'm pretty sure we're the bad guys.
a very,
we
very
the baddies?
suspicious, a very, very suspicious member of our party has vanished. More suspicious than the dandy, so you know.
Are we the baddies?
window, but it doesn't shatter. Like it doesn't break again.
Okay.
What was that about being
I'll
strong
admit
enough
then,
to
then.
break windows?
Well, like if I try to break down the door, it's going to be less likely than breaking the window, isn't
Maybe
it?
there's a cat flap.
You need a guard.
Did somebody
to come
just knock on the door? It felt like someone just knocked on the door. I was trying to knock it down, but it just hurt my fist. Clonk. Wow, I'm glad you're having a good adventure. Is it my turn, Max?
Indeed, it is.
Can I climb back through
James is
the
having
window?
a trip.
Can you what?
Can I climb back through the window?
Yeah, through the window.
Through the wall, till the sweat drips off my balls.
Can I walk up and get advantage on hitting this zombie that's attacking my friend? Because I come up behind it.
Sure.
Nice. Backstab.
Okay.
On that 20.
So you manage to stab in your short sword, or your shot sword, and
Shot sword.
yeah, that might actually become a thing now. And you watch as it's like kind of pierces through its chest, and even though it doesn't drop dead, it just kind of like continues trying to lumber forward towards.
Okay. With the advantage then, still procking, I'd like to put the wrist crossbow to the back of its head and just fire.
Okay.
Oh, never one time for a crit!
And then roll
Double
on that
tap.
crit hit table.
What a time for a crit. That's when you need it. When you're being all cocky and say something like that. Hang on. I accidentally pasted something really big into chat, so... I didn't click enter, fortunately. Oh, just a 10.
Okay. So can you re-roll your the second damage dice for me?
The wrist crossbow. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
3.
There you go. So you get 8 damage.
Nice.
But so this one is called Wide Open, which I wish was actually the term for its head, but instead it is what has happened is that you've kind of like blasted through its eye, so even though it's missing a chunk of its brain, it's still active.
Yeah.
But you've knocked its head forward, so it's kind of like incapacitated for 1 round.
Hell yeah, I did. Oh man, that felt
You
badass.
made a zombie feel sluggish.
How do you feel?
I feel great.
But
That was awesome.
there is something else that's procced from what your first attack did. So I need to roll this.
What have you done? What have you done, Mike?
I think I splatted zombie guts in your direction.
Yeah, I'm on the other side of this, I hope you realise. Just holding the hand.
As the sword comes through your chest plate.
So as you stab through its chest, the kind of like flesh that was holding its like hip joint to its leg gives way as you like pull it away from the ground, and it drops off, so it's now missing a leg as well as being incapacitated.
Well, there's one for Cinder.
We're gonna carry these back and go to the car and go, Cinder, we got that. Where's Cinder?
Just a collection of legs in the back of the cart so he can change them out when he feels like it.
And hands for if it happens again.
So with that, we then come back round to Chance.
I'm going to try and grapple it again.
Okay.
It is
Weapons
incapacitated, so
my weapons are far behind. It's easy just for me to grapple.
yeah. Or you could do the Bastille method and punch through its head.
Have you seen Master Strength?
It's bad.
You got bad strength.
That man is one, boy.
Although, if it's incapacitated, can it even resist?
No, it can't. Let me check quickly though, because I think there is like a.
That's a good show.
Yeah, it can't take actions or reactions, so technically it can't defend against this.
So you meekly hug it.
Yeah, I'm just a hugger.
It's weird though, because you're hugging it while your stomach is now pressed against Mr. Turnstile's sword.
Oh no, I angle myself. I'm not stupid.
Well, what, you hugging it from the side? You come and like shimmy over next to him, next to the sink, and you kind of go.
The way that I'm seeing, I am literally seeing Betamax, the sense that where he does that thing where he puts his hands in front of him and shuffles slightly to the left.
And then just does the head pat thing. There.
Yeah.
No. That's how I put all my.
Are you satisfied of your care?
And that's what I say as I'm giving them the final rites.
To be honest, that's what you should say if you stab someone's neck. Are you satisfied with your care?
No, I'm satisfied with your care.
I am satisfied with your care.
It can't do anything on its turn, so it gets skipped. What are you doing, Dandy?
Cinder.
So the window's like cracked, but it's not.
Yeah, it's not shattered, it's just fractured. It's like a nice spider's web on the glass.
God, all we've done is come into this town and broke windows.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and.
What do you mean, we?
Well, I've broke 2 windows.
Okay, once again.
Like, bash at the window.
Yeah, so you managed to break it open.
I broke 2 windows, slashed up some rats, kicked a rat, stole someone's diary. What have you been doing today?
Stole some hands.
You make a hole in the window.
Is it a dandy-sized hole? can you
No.
get through?
So think of this kind of window where it's got the little like segments. So you've pretty much made a fist-sized hole.
I would
Next
say
to
it'd be better if
door.
you used your rapier, but then you'll just poke a very tiny hole through the window. Shing.
Oh, can I reach around and open the door from the other side? Is it like close enough to the door to do that?
Yeah. So
Nice.
you reach in and you unlatch the bolt on the door. And you can
Yeah.
turn the handle and open it.
Yep. So I go into the house.
Mhm.
What do I
So-
see?
You enter this kind of like, it's not well kept, but at least it's cleaner than some of the other buildings that you've been in. There's like no dust or anything, or at least not a noticeable amount. And the like lamp lights kind of follow into what seems to be a living room on the like directly in front of you. If you moved from this kind of like area, which is like where you'd put your shoes and coats. So on your immediate right, there's almost like a living room-ish area.
Oh shit, I dropped my magnets.
I need to go into the living room.
Okay. As you step in, you are greeted by a gun barrel.
Oh, lovely.
And also the sight of Cinder kind of sitting in a chair.
You
There you
interrupted our story.
Your story?
I was telling my friend here about the time I killed a ghost while all of you were screaming like little babies.
You hear the of the
That's
thunder
not
cannon
how it
currently in front
happened.
of you. Think of it as like a blunderbuss barrel just currently pointing at your face.
Oh.
I'm fairly sure that I remember the story a bit differently.
Clint, if she makes any wrong move, feel free to blow her away.
Who's her?
Sorry, him. I can never tell their cats, they're weird.
Cat genders. Who knows them? Not me.
I know I like to wear a dress sometimes. Come on, it's
Who
not that
doesn't?
hard to remember.
Anyway, if you're not like, can you stop distracting him? He's supposed to be fixing my legs.
Why is there someone in my house?
Oh,
Sorry, yes. So when I was on the way here, I brought a stray, and yes, it all just kind of went crazy. And this is why I'm here, though, because we came here, we sort of found this place, and when I saw you in the street, I had to be like, you can fix my legs. And so here you are.
Thank
Also,
you
I
for
appreciate
the
it. You
story
don't
that
owe
you
me
told
any more
about
favors.
Fox. He's just like, still got his gun straight to Dandy's face, not putting it down for a minute.
I'm fairly sure you could lower that.
Not until you leave my house.
But
I mean,
him.
personal opinion, you don't have to, because this is kind of funny, but I would like my last leg to be finished, please.
Being hostile.
Although they have made very good minions, so if you don't kill them, that would also be cool.
The the dwarf drops the gun away from your face as he looks up at you and he's just like,
Much better. Is there like a sofa?
no,
Like a free sofa?
no.
Or a chair? Somewhere
There are
comfy.
chairs, but there's the one that Cinder's sitting on, and then the other one that was on the opposite side of him, kind of around the fire.
Yeah, I'll just flop down on one of the seats. You don't happen to have a drink around, do you? I'm a bit
The
parched.
most obnoxious man I've ever met. I've only just met you.
I think
First you steal my seat and break into my house, and now
Bro,
you're
you have no idea. They're crazy. These guys. Oh, so arrogant.
He lights his cigar and begins working the leg.
Oh, maybe I could have one of those as well.
And we cut back over to like, so that side kind of lets out this big sort of smoky cloud, and we get it kind of pan over back to or use it as a transition back to Mike.
It's still staring at Chance, right?
Yes, it is currently like looking through one eye, the gaping hole that you can now see Chance through, and it's still reaching its arms out as it's currently incapacitated on your sword.
All right, another shot sword attack then.
Just careful where you stand.
Okay. So
23.
you slash it.
And then shoot.
So the first one. Right. So yeah, the first one kind of like you shift the sword ever so slightly, and you hear it kind of like crunch against the underside of its rib cage, sort of thing. So as it slides down, it kind of gets jammed in there, and then as you take another shot, it kind of like just it flails a bit and knocks your arm so that you shoot it into the floor. Like
This thing's hard to kill.
So Cinder, what are we doing on your turn now? As we come back to the scene of what did you call him?
Flint.
Ah, Flint.
Yeah.
Come back to the scene of Flint currently like using his big sort of like ratchet. Is it a ratchet or is it a wrench? Like a big wrench to tighten the like joints on the legs.
Yeah. So it's like, so yeah. Anyway, I found this group, and they they didn't stop asking for my help. So I was like, you know what? I need to turn over a new leaf, and I can do some new minions. I mean, the last 6 guys I found either died in a fire, got stabbed by a bad guy, or ended up being used as part of my rituals. So I needed more bodies. But yeah, cheers for the legs and stuff. I think we're pretty even now.
Even? I mean, you haven't given me anything.
And you said
That's very
I was
true.
the obnoxious one.
Don't ignore that one. Anyway, so we might be onto something, I think. So hopefully I can make some good gold and pay you back. And you know what? I actually have 50 gold here. I can pay you in advance.
Well, I mean, that'll at least cover the legs.
That sounds pretty good. And also, if I happen to find any other materials, like the last stuff I brought, totally gonna give it to you. And if these guys find any materials, I will make sure they get to you, even if I have to kill one or two. It's fine.
Well, I mean, at least it's more beneficial than sitting at home all day. But
That's very true.
I'm at least going to be compensated by you. And he looks over to Dandy about my window. I'd rather not have it broken during these nights.
Oh, you should pay for that. This guy has some cool shit, and he will use it on you very quickly. That's how the 4th guy died.
Like, thunder cannon.
There was only a little window. I'm sure you can fix that fairly easy. I mean, you just gave this guy new legs.
So completely breaking his character as Flint's looking away. You see Cinder just doing that sort of that thing where you get your hand and you swing it across your neck like don't say anything bad. Like genuine fear in his eyes, like oh. But trying to keep it subtle so that he doesn't pick up on it.
I'm trying to remember what the term is. It's the because it's not the fact that like it's not the money that he's looking for the fact that you broke the window. It's the fact that you broke the window that's kind of disrespectful. It's like he's damn. I can't remember what the word is. It's the well, anyway, he kind of said something along those. Oh yeah, the principle. It's not about money. It's about the principle.
Fine. Well, I'm afraid this is all I have. And the dandy hands over the 10 gold that was given to him.
He takes a hand and then just takes 1 gold out of it and chucks you the bag back. Like just dropping it in your lap, not like making it a mess everywhere, because that's his house. Look, like I said, it's not about the money. It's about the principle. And then he takes another drag and once again blows the camera full of smoke.
I Cinder just sighs in relief.
And we go back to Chance.
Right. Still grappled onto Madame Sombo, yeah?
Yes. Croque
Uh,
It's just a sandwich.
Pin her down.
I'm gonna try it. Yeah, pin her
Zombie's really tough.
down. Madame Zombie.
Just a god.
What would I need to roll for a pin?
So it is another strength versus acrobatics thing. So like your athletics versus its
Strength, yeah?
acrobatics, or yeah. To go.
Okay.
Roll it, boy. Roll it.
Yes. Go. It's going. It don't seem to be going. I'm rolling. There you go.
Oh, there you go. Oh. So it manages to like break the grapple and push you away. It using Mr. Turnstile as its method of like keeping itself upright.
Yeah.
So like you try and push it to the ground, and whereas Mike's like still trying to hold his like short sword in its chest, you kind of like push its chest into the more of the bone, so it's not going down easy unless like Mike drops his sword. And in return, it makes a few attacks.
How's it doing claws? I don't
Ow.
get it.
Oh yeah, sorry, it can't do its claws.
Oh, okay.
So it
Would it do 2 unarmed hits then, where it's just whacking with the nubs?
no, because I don't feel like it would have enough force behind. Like it doesn't have enough oomph on the nubs.
That bite probably hit though.
Yeah, so that bite is going into Mr. Turnstile.
How about this? That might hurt.
Oh, he turned around and bit me. Oh no.
Oh, okay. I have back on then.
Oh dear.
So
That's
it's
nice.
kind of
I like more health back. That's nice.
I'm gonna
it's
turn
kind of
into
like
a zombie.
kicking off.
What, your
Oh, yeah,
flesh?
make a con save.
Oh,
for
no.
me.
I'm gonna turn into a zombie.
Reference.
27?
Sorry,
Oh,
buddy.
what the fuck?
Are you satisfied?
Sorry, I was just looking
Are
at
you
this.
satisfied with your care?
Discord message came up.
Oh.
Here's my con save. Shit.
Okay. Right. So, Dandy, what are you doing?
Where did it bite me at, Chance?
Has Cinder finished getting his leg done now?
Yeah. So they're currently being fitted. So, like, while you're kind of sitting there in the chair, he's now Flint's kind of like pulling these straps on tight against Cinder's like upper thighs, and you kind of hear like a sudden as he kicks his leg forward.
I'm just kind of like sat on the chair watching.
And as he tightens on the other one, and the other one kind of gives a kick, and it's just a fun kick into the old man's sort of like stomach, and he's like, "Ugh. Oh, I should have didn't think about he was going to kick for the second one, but
That was not on me. As I immediately eyed the gun next to him, like that was totally you, right, bro?
don't worry, it happens. But I've never seen them take so quickly to a person. Normally, they need some sort of power source.
What can I say? I have all the fire I need.
It's less fire and more, electricity generation.
Dude, I have electricity too now. Hey, guess what I can do? And I sort of touch his hand, and I sort of do a shocking grasp.
Oh God. Okay. Do you want it to
Oh
hurt
my
him?
God.
Like, do you want it to be an actual attack,
You
or 'cause
played
No, I
into that
want to, like,
mutation you got to power your
That's
legs.
not-
That's beautiful.
as non-lethal as I can.
Okay, so like you just do like a small sort of kind
Yeah.
of like when you get static. You
Yeah.
just well, it's kind of creepy, but I've met wizards who can do something similar, so whatever.
Exactly. I can do it at will to whoever I want.
Sure, whatever, kid.
All I had to do was drink some water out of a well in an abandoned house basement.
He turns to the dandy and just kind of like raises an eyebrow.
This time he's not exaggerating.
Right. Well,
I mean, one of my minions threw a water bucket on a monster and turned it into a T-Rex, I think it's called.
whether you guys are on something, or maybe I need to ask for whatever it is. Maybe we'll be being able to put up with this place easier. But whatever floats your boat, kid.
I'll burn many boats.
But I don't even know where to start with you. Just start and walk around. The sooner you leave my sight, the better. If I'm honest.
That's probably good for both of us, to be fair.
As long as you keep your end of the deal, I'll keep your legs maintained, because you're not going to find a lot of artificers around here.
I was gonna say, to be honest, you're my only bet for keeping these in good condition, man.
Just don't jump off any buildings and shit, because
Yes.
you're just going to end up breaking them.
Hey,
With your
I have
shinobi
a cat person for the
aesthetic.
jumping off buildings.
Fucking shinobi prosthetic. Shut up. No Sekiro in this place. But yeah, give him a walk around, see if you can get anywhere.
I should definitely do that.
And yeah, we kind of have that like thing where you stand up and it uses your body as a way to like transition into the scene. For Mike, what are you doing?
Where did it bite me?
On the arm.
Can I do a intelligence check to see if I know what that means of being bitten?
It would be a medicine.
Yeah, okie
Or a history.
5, not a clue. Cool.
No, it just seems like a bite.
I will swing.
Okay. Or more of like, I guess, yeah. Unfortunately, you've just like managed to pull your sword out of it. You didn't manage to hit it for anything. Oh, actually, wait. 1 second, I might have been a bit dumb. Okay, no, at least we haven't done it too many times. Right, so you do hit with this one. So you do pull it out and kind of take some of the guts with you.
I suppose with all these hits, it is losing itself, so its AC is slowly deteriorating, I guess. Cool. And with that, I fire crossbow, hopefully into its skull this time.
Okay.
Not because I specifically think this is a good way of killing undead, but it's a good way of killing anything.
Yeah, anything that gets shot in the head's a pretty good way to kill it.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. And you manage to place your other one against the other, like, behind the eye, sending its other eye flying out.
Does it stop
But
moving?
it is not dead. It is
doesn't
blind.
stop moving! Fucking die!
So yeah, you've now blinded the creature. So we come to Cinder's turn, and we kind of get the follow-on from your walking. So you now have your 20 movement speed.
Yeah, I can walk 20 feet, and I have so these legs in my mind are like they almost look like boots. I've just got longer boots now, but like they're ebony oak with like gold inlay in various places.
Yeah, it's more along the lines of fool's gold. It's not actual.
Yeah, like not actual gold, just like a nice gold sort of like when you have like gold thin plate over things to make it look shiny but not necessarily valuable.
Yeah, it's kind of just like gilded. It's not like expensive.
Yeah.
It's polished as
But
well.
yeah, they are made to look kind of like as if you were to wear boots over the top of your legs, like thigh high boots. Kind of
Yeah.
like does the dandy wear thigh highs?
He doesn't wear shoes.
Yeah, never thought about it.
Hmm.
Where are your legs? Oh wait, no, that's not how that works.
Where are your shoes?
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, so that's what you get to see.
Yeah.
And yeah, do you leave the house or like he's just like, looks good, kid.
I mean, I'll probably be back in a few days and I can get some money. I'll pay you to, do any upgrades or something if that's cool. But yeah, we'll get out of your hair if that's okay too.
Yeah, that's fine. I honestly just want to be in peace after you stressing me out.
That's very
Not every
fair.
day that a tiefling comes crawling up to me.
Hey, at least you didn't call me Stumpy, and I appreciate that. That's why you're a bro to me, okay, bro?
He he chuckles and looks at himself up and down, and he's just like, "Boy, I've been called Stumpy pretty much all my life."
That's true. But you, sir, I can respect.
That's true. Best line said today.
That's beautiful.
That's true, but you know.
And with that, I'm going to start heading for the door and politely and gently unlock it and not breaking any windows on my way out.
Don't worry, it's already unlocked.
Yeah, I didn't look it as I came back.
Yeah, so you get to make your way out the front door, because it's not too far from where you were sitting.
Hey, Cat, are you coming?
I'd rather not overstay my welcome.
That is advised.
I give the was it a dwarf?
Yeah.
The dwarf an awkward sort of wave goodbye.
He kind of like holds the cigar in one hand and kind of shakes it at you.
Fair enough.
And as you two close the door to Flint's house, we cut back over to Chance's chance to finish this.
Come on, Chance.
Alright.
Punch you in the
Screw this.
cranium.
That's not the physical one.
It's
As I-
almost dead.
I just raise my hands, and I did not writing for this because I'm an absolute idiot. As I say something along the lines of, I can't find anything. Oh god! Just something along the lines of Hell's Light, shall cleanse or something. As I do Guiding Bolt.
Okay.
Hell yeah! Here we go.
God, you're just gonna splatter its brain.
No,
Oh, for goodness sake! Come on! It's
Roll
just
that
a
D100.
zombie! It's just a zombie!
I'm going to guide this bow into James's head.
26.
A blinding
Okay.
light, and Mike goes, "Oh yeah, here we go!" And look back, and the
Suddenly
zombie's
Mike's-
completely unaffected.
As Mike's head is suddenly.
Oh, okay. So,
Oh boy. Do tell.
okay, no. Oh wait, no, it has it. Oh wait, that was with advantage. Oof. Okay, so in your attempt to like blind it, it makes you give it or you do a terrible maneuver, leaving yourself open for its lunge attack at you. And as it kind of like pulls itself, oh no, because it's no longer on the sword, it lunges at you and tries to bite, not falling over, but like whacking its head against your armor plating.
Why won't it die?
It's a zombie. That's kind of their thing.
Yeah, but it
But
just is so resilient.
As part of its turn, it will then make another bite attack and once again miss.
Fair.
So we can say that Dandy and Cinder are kind of progressing their way back to the cart, I'm assuming, right?
Essentially, yeah, just like chatting and being like, so
You're
you know,
gonna get
you're,
there and be
you're
like,
not that
"What? You
bad,
guys are
but
still fighting it."
yeah, but you have to remember that at the end of the day, everyone's just a minion, and a minion is just a resource.
The dandy's not really paying attention.
Yeah,
Like,
it's just having
essentially, yeah. I imagine like Cinder's just going on this long spiel about how like you need to use people to your advantage, and Danny's just like, da, 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 da,
The dandy's thinking about how he can get his 10 gold back.
da.
Wait, what 10 gold?
1.
You didn't.
It was only one.
Yeah,
Oh, was
you
it?
you gave him 10. He took 1 from the bag and threw you back the bag. So you still
I
got your 9.
misheard. I thought that. Okay.
He only took the one.
And the best
Misunderstood.
bit is, because I gave you 1 gold earlier, you still have 10.
So, Mike, what are you gonna do? On your
Gold back.
Oh, well, I'm pretty, like, stressed that this thing won't die.
Oh,
So,
are you?
well,
Would you say you're stressed?
Oh,
do you know what? I said it, so why not?
Okay, because
Oh,
what's that thing
flashbacks
that
to
procs when
mutate.
you're stressed?
Oh, yeah! Oh, I'm gonna smash something. I'm gonna break something in a minute. What's most valuable in my bag? Right.
Wait,
Oh, I love
what?
this. Hang on a sec.
What?
I reach into my bag and I quickly look around and go, okay, and then I see the diary and go,
Mhm.
that's got sentimental value, and I rip it in half.
It had sentimental value. Oh.
So you tear the pages in half and throw it on the floor.
And
That's your free action, as it's part of your stress.
nice. I then in frustration stab this one.
Go on, roll 1. Join me.
Fun fact: I have nothing of value in my bag. Yay!
Unfortunately, you
Oh, I'm
missed.
still behind it. Advantage, right? Come on, please, please.
Did it run
Oh no!
towards
Yeah,
me?
because its last attack was at was that thingy? That chance.
Yeah, I do. So that's an 8.
So 17. You plant the shot sword directly cutting its skull in twain, letting you see Chance on the other end as its head splits to its neck on both sides.
Hello, I'm Chance.
And it is dead.
I fire a wrist crossbow into its into the other chunk of head, like half of head that hit the floor.
Double tap.
So I've just
Okay.
gone round and gone shink.
You staple its head back together as you shoot through one half.
It gets back up.
Oh no.
So it just kind of goes like, and yeah, you've stapled it together with the final crossbow being the proper thing in the coffin.
Can I recover half my bolts expended?
Yes.
Okay, I
Let me
had
get my sword
9.
and
I
shield.
fired 6 small and 1 large, so that means ignoring the large, I get 3 small back.
You get 2 small and 1 medium somehow.
What?
It's just Iki in the corner that's been whittling.
Can I do a history or some sort
Okay.
of knowledge roll
Mhm.
to see if I know like anything again about what we just fought?
Sure. Do you want one that you think is most representative of what kind of knowledge you're drawing from? So, like, history would be if you've ever heard about like tales of it. Medicine would probably be, or like not nature.
Well, I'm just a guard after all, so I'm pretty basic across the board when it comes to stuff like this. So, can I do an insight into it, or really that's not appropriate?
It's not alive enough to insight
That's
into
fair.
its motives.
I would do a history to see if I've heard tales of this creature. Oh yeah!
Jesus.
So what you know is that it is indeed a indeed a zombie. There aren't many other tales outside of vampires and wraiths and things like that are the resurrected undead, or the ones that are.
In that case, would I know that this thing needs to be killed properly, otherwise it could come back?
You've heard tale that burning bodies is quite a traditional thing, so that they have no remains to be brought back. Killing an undead is as simple as kind of re-killing a person, but it tends to be on the air of caution. Burning bodies is what people do.
Well, I pick up Chance's sword and shield and pass it to him, and say,
How do I get a sword? Where's my mace gone?
then I look at my hand and go, "Oh yeah, that's my sword," and put that sheath it away, and go, "Oh yeah, this is your weapon."
Thank you.
We should
Not much
probably we should hang on. We should probably burn this just in case. Also,
Okay.
I was bit by it.
I will have a look in a minute. On a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate your pain?
Well, and I look down at the book. It stressed me out. 8. Pretty hurt. I'd like to pick up both halves of the book, put it back in my bag.
Okay.
Kind of think
There are like,
myself.
because you've torn down like the spine, it's kind of like shed some of the pages, so you'd probably have to pick those up.
Yeah. I have to go, oh yeah, this probably had like sentimental value. There we go. Cut! Oh man. Split in half. There you go. The other thing was going to be I just throw my heavy crossbow on the floor.
Oh no.
Because I think that's my next thing of value. Or I break my uniform of my unit, because that adds value to me. Just like,
yeah, you just straight up like tear it off you. Like,
oh, I've got a couple ideas for next time. I like this though, it's funny. Yeah, so I grab the legs of this zombie and encourage Chance to grab the other end, so we can take it outside
Definitely.
to burn it.
Maybe it might be wise taking it out the back, so we don't alert the rest of the town.
So we're going to take it out back.
How'd you get a gun? Nowhere.
So, funny enough, they probably come along as we're awkwardly getting this zombie
Definitely out the kitchen.
Out the kitchen window, because there's no door here, is there?
no.
So out the window it goes.
I mean, you could unlock the door from. Yeah, I forgot that the door was open, wasn't it, from when Chance came in?
But we didn't want to go that way because people might see. So we wanted to take it out back.
Okay, so there was a door that led from the kitchen into the like the outback sort of area.
Excellent. Right, we're going out there.
No, take the body.
Would we see them leaving?
Yeah, you'd probably would have walked past as they're coming out.
As I sort of run up. So hey guys, what are we doing?
Well, we're burning
As I
this.
see Leg, you now see Leg me run up.
Wait for it. So we're gonna burn this. Legs.
Wait, did you say burn? And I immediately slice myself gently with my sword so that it powers up with flame. And I'm like, oh, who are we setting on fire?
Oh, I dropped the legs in shock that you walked over to me.
I'm just dragging this body now.
My pike is now enchanted with flame and ready to use on whatever we were burning.
Yeah. Can you burn this?
Can I just stab it with the flame and hope it sets on fire?
Sure.
Okay, I stab it with like
it specifically.
Yeah, so I stab it with like because it lights the end of my pike essentially. So I'm gonna stab it and hope that it starts to set it alight.
Yeah, where are you stabbing it? Are you stabbing it in the head or the feet or one of the legs? Get the legs not
If you could
attached.
just start its clothing on fire, that'd be perfect.
I'd stab it, sort of like slice it across the chest to try and catch as much as I can.
Sure. And as you rake your flame sort of pike against its like skin, you watch as it like begins to catch fire. The flesh beginning to like crackle, like crackling when you cook pork. It's just like.
Just gonna head back in the kitchen to get the severed leg to bring it up to throw it on the fire.
Hey guys, who are we gonna burn next, bros?
I just found the awesome buddies, oh no.
And then I look at that and I go, 2 questions. Where'd you get them legs?
I have a friend who happened to be here, and I owe him quite a bit, but he was pretty chill about giving me these, as long as I pay him more next time I see him.
And second question, so that's not really a question. You should probably burn that house if you're so that way inclined. It did seem quite infested.
I would just like to clarify, are you actually giving me permission to burn this place down? Because I will.
It had zombies in it, and
Before you can even finish the sentence, I dash into the house with my pike at the ready.
You can even walk away. Something else happens.
Ooh, okay.
So as you turn, you hear the squealing of the flesh change from a sort of whistle to a, and something bursts out of the chest of the body, and it seems to be a massive tentacles and almost like a tumorous ball of flesh as it burns and writhes from the body.
oh, what
I'll
the
whack it with my mace.
clonk!
As you do, it kind of bursts like a zit and sends its weird ichor blood onto the corpse as it begins to burn with the rest of the body.
I am so glad we decided to set this on fire.
No, that
So-
was disgusting.
Should we burn the house as well then? Because
Definitely burn. Yes.
Anyway,
Let's burn the house, and also let's get our horse far away because cart's flammable.
so
What
starting
do you mean?
from
The
the
horse
ground
is in the
floor,
kitchen.
can I literally just walk with my pike along the wall, scratching with the flames?
Sure.
So as I'm walking, I basically spend most of my time until it's properly like walking through the ground floor with my pike, just sort of scraping across, constantly lighting fires on the plaster on the walls.
Mike then had a sudden thought of, oh shit, there might have been survivors in the other room.
Could have been
Say that
clues.
I'm the destruction for.
Cinder's on like a massive adrenaline high right now because burning
Well, I don't feel like just
buildings
from
is
where
his
we
thing.
are, we can just see through like the windows and the door frame, just every now and then, just Cinder walking through, biggest smile, just dragging the pike.
The most childlike smile on his face
Yeah.
as I'm just dragging the pike around the wall, watching things burn, just giddy at the idea. This is his natural habitat.
Yeah, as you do that, you see small gouts of flame kind of shoot from some of the things that you burn, and they begin to almost form into semi-wisps that attempt to like hit you before dissipating.
Oh dear.
Almost like teeth begin to form in their maws as they fly towards you before dispersing. People and forms begin to like manifest in the fires.
I feel like this was a very good idea to burn this house.
Oh, I
Only
can
for you to see that the doors kind of shut.
all the doors.
Hmm. You hear them kind of like slam, and everybody from the outside also see them kind of like.
Huh.
We should
I
probably get
immediately
that.
I go to the nearest exit door and start whacking the crap out of it with the fire pike.
Okay, that's the your the front door.
I see this and run round to the front door and hit it as well from the other side.
Okay, make weapon attacks against the doors.
Unfortunately, I'm still a bit shaken from the whole zit monster.
So you bring your pike down onto the door and you splinter it, weakening it enough for you to like kick it open, kind of like breaking the lock that held it shut. And kind
And I immediately walk out and go, okay, so I burnt it and it's fucked and let's stay out. Because it tried to kill me.
Yes, we didn't lock that door behind you. It appears it locked itself.
I mean, I don't really care. It's burning now. That's all I wanted. Cool.
Right, I think
Mhm.
we've ruined any sort of rep we're going to get in this town, so...
When
Well,
it's
the
red,
thing is,
when you
when
have
you
fire.
break
we
the
haven't.
threshold of the door,
Oh.
and when everybody starts to look in, there are no fires.
What? Cinder, I said burn the house down.
What you do notice is fish swimming around
In that... What?
in the air of the house, behind the windows. Small bubbles.
Cinder,
Yo,
what did you do?
I made fire.
That looks like water. Or maybe just fish.
Are you shouting across the house?
Cinder, what did you do?
Screw you, disembodied voice. Can
Look,
I do a
and I
perception
point to the
check, see if
window
there's-
where the fish are. Look what you...
Can I do a perception check, see if there's anything like else within that water?
Sure. Roll.
Good old +0.
Hey.
Can you make a wisdom save for me?
Oh, fuck.
Hey.
Thank God that code for protection because it gives me that +1.
Okay. So even though you begin to see a mass of looming, sort of luminous eyes begin to look back at you as you look in, and they begin to almost encroach, almost coming closer, but also not changing its distance, almost as if it's moving closer in your mind.
Like a dolly zoom in a film, I imagine.
Yeah, pretty much. So like, as if it's like almost panning into your mind, and as it gets closer and closer and closer, and you feel the overwhelming pressure of almost like the ocean, it then dissipates just as soon as it arrives, and you look into the house, and there's no more water or fish, but also no fire.
I'm going back to the wagon.
I go round and just simply say to Cinder, I kind of put my arms up in it and go, I thought you'd like setting stuff on fire.
I draw a line between me and him with the pike and the fire.
Yeah, the floor has like a small bit of ember that is between you two now.
Right? But, and then I point at the house and just say, no fire!
Because when I tried to make a fire in the house, it trapped me, and when I escaped, it tried to get into my head with millions of tiny eyes looking at me. This place is cursed.
So we worked out from one cursed place to another.
I
How's the
blame
horse doing?
you.
So we just leave?
Oh yes, because that was great the last time we tried to leave the fog.
As I look around and noticing the fog for the first time.
Yeah, it's not as dense as it was before, but it's certainly still ever present.
Chance! What say
Yes.
you?
Well, we can't exactly leave, like you say. As I gesture over towards Cinder.
What's this building?
What's that building?
Yeah, there.
It's almost like an outhouse or like a shedish kind of thing. So,
Can I jab my pike into that and set it on fire?
you can try.
Okay. So I literally just stab into the wood to see if it will set it alight. I'm just testing a theory.
So yeah, you just kind of like, and the door begins to burn, or like the wood that you're like setting alight.
Okay.
And
oh, yeah, sorry.
I was just gonna say, and it like kind of licks and spreads up the wall.
As it happens, I turn to Mike and I just go, okay, so keep an eye on it. I'm fucking off.
Where you go? Okay.
And I just walk up to Chance and go, okay, so I set the other building on fire to see if it works, but I don't want to be there because if the creature thing comes back, I don't want to get caught.
So how will you know if it catches on fire at the other one?
Because that's why I sent Mike there, so he can keep an eye on it, and if he doesn't, then I'll just have to set him on fire.
That's fair.
I'm glad we see eye to helmet thing on this.
I look at my arm.
The wound that you have is slightly green and bruised.
Oh, bro, you have a wound.
You didn't hear him unless you watched.
That's very true.
But yeah, you kind of like look down at it, and it does seem to like ooze a bit of like pus, just from like obviously having a human bite you. And
Well, I haven't done a medicine check yet. Let's give it
at
a
least
go.
the wall's burning. It kind of crashes down and wafts the flames off.
Yeah.
But it's definitely broken from the fire. You know that the wound is infected.
Oh. I kind of come
With
over.
what? You don't know.
We'll go over to Chance. Chance?
Yes.
And I show him the wound. I think this is
Oh.
infected.
Do
1
I hear
second. So I pull out my holy symbol as I cast detect poison disease.
Okay. So you know that he is currently diseased.
Did I hear this?
Do I know the disease?
I'm not being subtle, so I don't think Chance is either.
It doesn't tell you what the disease is. You just know the location and the presence of a disease or a poison.
Right. In that case, come here.
You know, if you want, I can cut an arm off, and I know a guy who can get you a new one.
Not necessary. Chance, is that necessary?
No, it shouldn't be. As
Yeah,
I put my
it's not necessary.
Come
I put-
on.
my hand on Mike's wound and cast lesser restoration.
Okay.
Try and
So
get rid of
guy.
the
the
disease.
wound kind of pours its ichor out of the wound, and it kind of loses its green tint. Still bruised, but no longer almost like a weird necrosis setting in.
There you go.
Ah, thank you, Chance.
No problem.
Is the outhouse still burning?
It wafted the flames out as the wall came crumbling down.
Okay.
Can I?
But it was consistent and still, so like it doesn't look like it was put out unnaturally.
Yeah, so it was mainly just the effects of gravity and its own sort of mass collapsing in on it to put it out. It wasn't
You
that
s-
it was like prevented by anything.
You see what I mean, guys? Like this time it actually burned, but this time the house put it out.
Well, perhaps you should try burning the house again. No harm in it, right?
Fuck that. The last time I tried to burn the house, something tried to get in my mind.
Why don't we just set up a whole bunch of wood around the house and set that ablaze and do a big old bonfire?
I am sold.
Would you do that then?
Yes, but don't. I'm not looking at the house when we set it alight.
Also, can I see if the ordeal of all that ichor and stuff flowing out of me was stressful? By rolling a
Sure.
1d2, I guess.
It's a percentile.
Ah,
so it
okay.
was a 1d100.
6.
Okay, so it was stressful.
Right. Right. Inventory.
Oh no.
Bye bye items, bye bye.
Oh, my insignia.
It's valuable.
I
Okay.
mean, what's more valuable to a bowman than his fingers?
I break my fingers.
Luckily, it's an item.
Ah, darn it.
Good way.
In his own fingers, like
All right.
one after another, as if he's from Tokyo Ghoul.
Oh god.
I
It's like that
am
thing in Far Cry 3 when you break a finger when you didn't have your medical.
Can we just snap it back into place?
in a
Yeah.
moment of loss of control. I swing the strap round with my heavy crossbow on it, hold it above my head, and just smash it on the floor.
Your crossbow.
The heavy crossbow, yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
Could I say that because freaking out from him suddenly lunging a crossbow around, can I try and shocking grasp him?
I mean, you can try, but there is now like crossbow on the floor.
Fair enough.
Were you
What
trying
the
to
hell,
do it
bro?
before I did it, or are you just gonna shock me afterwards?
It's kind of like, yeah, when you were lunging it and spinning it around you as if you were going to throw it almost.
I mean, I would have assumed it was more of just one of those like, oh, here's my thing in my bag, and then suddenly like fucking like crunching it on the ground. Like
That is also, yeah, fair.
it's not as if he was going, what's it called, like Shining, where he's just like,
I kind of kneel down and look at the broken pieces.
The like small engraving of the team's name that you have, not the team's name, the like the insignia on it.
One tear goes down my cheek.
Are we burning that too? I mean, it's a bit drastic, but okay.
Yeah, I was using it for kindling.
I pick up the broken pieces and kind of put them in my bag the best I can.
You know, I have a friend who could fix that really easily for me.
Really?
Like legitimately, I know a guy who's an artificial, and he's like 10 minutes down the road at most.
One moment. Chance, do you still have mending?
I do.
I kind of just hold out my crossbow.
It's like some bits hanging off the like bowstring.
Oh, no.
Let's give it a go.
So yeah, like you spend the next minute as you watch it kind of like.
There you go.
Ah, thank you. I don't know what came over me, but I just saw it, and I saw this little price tag next to it saying "of value," and I just smashed it on the floor.
What is
But
most
hey, and I look at my arm. At least I won't turn into a zombie. At least I assume that's what happened from all the stories. Get bit by one of these and you turn into stuff.
That would be unfortunate.
Okay.
Alright, the next thing that goes is the insignia.
Oh, no.
Okay, so what's going to be the last scene for today's session?
I'm just going to continue setting up fire to the outhouse to see comparatively if it's different to the house.
I'm gonna head off and see. Is there any trees nearby that we could start chopping down to set up a big old bonfire around the main house?
There's not like big trees or anything. There's only like small amounts of trees, as you can see. Like they're more bushes, if anything.
No, that won't do.
Can I move fragments of the outhouse around the not outhouse?
I mean, it depends on if you're shattering the outhouse and like.
Well, a lot of it's already burnt.
Or like the other part of the wall and the door that came off. Can I try and drag that close to it?
The door didn't come off. It kind of like collapsed in on itself, so it's more like burning embers.
I see. Fair enough.
Yeah. It's probably like 80% burnt wood now.
Yeah, like the shingling's kind of like fallen in.
No.
Alright. Cinder,
Yo,
do you reckon your friend that you mentioned that was 10 minutes away would be able to host us for the night?
uh, um, and you genuinely notice that like Cinder looks actually quite nervous at the prospect. Like I go into like full on like forehead sweats for a second.
I noticed that, eh? I take the piss because it's the first time I've seen you fear anything.
I mean, reluctantly, but fuck it, why not? I'm already screwed.
I'm like, oh, you're scared?
Immediately, I start again holding this flame pipe closer and closer towards him as he approaches.
I draw my
What are
sword.
you gonna do? Break your crossbow at me?
What you gonna do? Lose your legs again?
Oh, at least I can replace mine. I don't need the help from someone else.
Uh, uh,
He says, completely denying the fact that he got legs given to him by someone else.
Yeah, and to answer your question, Max, that's how we end it. Bickering.
I wouldn't have it
So
any
usual
other
session.
way. So yeah, we kind of have that like the banter at the end as the camera pans out, ending the session for tonight.
Yeah,
The bickering ends while me going, I love you, dude.
fuck you, bro.
Oh, I knew I was
I
your
am
bro.
your daddy, man.
Fuck you, bro. Oh, I knew it.
God, the weird sea fish eye thing was terrifying.
I knew I treated you like a brother.
Ugh.
The last time the guy was treating me like a brother is the reason I killed him.
Bloody incest.
Oh my.
Oh,
Alright,
my.
on that note, the next stream will be the lovely Simulation Sunday
Mhm.
with Max and others. Rory won't be there, will he?
No, so it might have to be something else.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll think of something. Wow, we've never done something other than a simulation on a Sunday. I suppose
Simulation of how people would survive in a close quarters situation where you're unaware about traitors and whatnot.
Oh yeah,
you mean Among Us?
Trouble in Terrorist Town.
Are you saying you're going to simulate a Sunday where Rory isn't there?
Exactly.
Oh no.
Anyway, we'll figure something out. Thank you for watching, everybody. We really enjoyed your campaign so far, Max. It's really good.
It's really fun.
I love it. And
Only
we'll
gonna get
see.
better.
We'll see
Oh,
you
yeah.
next time. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.